Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Appreciate you guys so much for coming through for the stream. And so, yeah, we've got the Giants versus the Washington football team in this one. And guys, I think this is going to be a good game here. We've got the Washington football team starting off with Taylor Heineke, who's going to be coming in for Ryan Fitzpatrick, who, is going to be out for a few weeks. Ryan Fitzpatrick is opting not to take the surgery last I heard. So therefore, this is going to present a real opportunity for Tyler Heineke to come out there and really show what he can do for this Washington football team, who's certainly going to be looking for their quarterback of the future, I think. And so I think this is really an opportunity that he can come in and win this job pending his performance. Meanwhile, 1st and 10, they fake it to Gibson. Heineke's looking to throw it already, and that's incomplete off of the receiver hands on that one. I believe Logan Thomas was actually the target there. Shaq, thank you for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. And dang, it is Thursday already, guys. And yes, I've been waiting for a while for Thursday night football, and we are finally here. Meanwhile, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Heineke's in the shotgun. Back in motion. Giants look like they're bringing pressure. Quick pass out. And he's going, and that's a gain of at least about 8 yards on the play. By McLaurin, I'm going to need a lot of that for my fantasy team tonight. That's for sure. I think Heineke's going to excel in this offense, guys. I really have that feeling. All right, no backs in the backfield. We are looking at 3rd and 2. He takes a snap. He's looking. He's holding it. Pressure's coming after him, and they got him. What a massive loss of yardage on the play, and that's going to be 4th and about 19, I think. So they're going to have to punt the ball. Wow, how do you lose 16 yards on the play? Yeah, that's one of those things that you cannot lose that many yards in one play. You just absolutely can't do that. But good start for the Giants defense right out the gate. Let's see, Washington goes for the punt. All right. And there's going to be a return. And he gets it to about the 44-yard line. There is a flag on the play. Melissa, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for coming through. Glad to have you. Hope you're having a great day. All right, so this flag's going to be against the Giants, a holding penalty. All right, so let's see what Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley will be able to do for the Giants on offense when they come out there. It's going to be at the 32-yard line thanks to the penalty. And so Geneva says, hey, shout out, it's Green. Hey, glad to have you here on the stream. Glad to see you here, and thank you so much for joining. So let me know, everybody, who are you guys rooting for in this one? Who do you have winning this game here? Again, nothing like these divisional games. You just never know what's going to happen. Mike, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here, Mike. Yes, Mike. And yeah, I did check out those Nathan Peterman videos that you sent me. So yeah, he's a special guy. But yeah, everything is going great. Everything is going great. We're here at Thursday Night Football, so that means Friday's around the corner. And yeah, nothing like having some football. All right, 1st and 10. It's going to be really important that this Giants offensive line give Daniel Jones some time to make plays here. And it's going to be important that if Daniel Jones does take sacks and stuff, that he protects the football, because he's been known to fumble the ball from time to time. So he's going to protect the ball going against this defensive line. And, of course, we want to see what Saquon Barkley can do. They hand it to Barkley up the middle. Looks like a gain of about 5 yards on the play. Let's see. Ashak says that I saw on Twitter that Brad Underwood got an extension. I was happy to see it. He is a great coach, absolutely deserving of it. Absolutely. Matter of fact, come to speak of it, I know tomorrow, don't the Fight in the Line play tomorrow night as a Shaq? 2nd and 5. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. A lot of receivers out there. He's looking to throws it quickly, complete it. And that's Kyle Rudolph with the completion. Let's see. And Nadeshek says, happy to see Saquon out there. Yeah, I mean, Saquon, I know he's been battling for quite some time. It was actually around this time last year where Saquon really got hurt for the entire season. So it's been, like in terms of week 2 last year, I think that's when he actually got hurt for the entire season. So it's really good to see him out there. And certainly the Giants can certainly utilize him for sure. Jones throws it and it is completed. Let's see. So Daniel Jones coming out trying to get into a rhythm out there. And of course, Kenny Golladay with the reception. They're moving up quickly with the tempo. Daniel Jones up under center. Fakes it to Saquon. He's looking, he's moving, and he's going to scramble for about 2, possibly 3 yards on the play. Let's see, Mike says the Peterman video is silly, but it shows you how desperate wide receiver Bills fans were at the time and point. I remember that because I saw Frank Gore, and I was like, oh, man, I remember that actual game. All right, so Daniel Jones is out the line, making sure that you have to make sure that you pick up all these guys for the Washington football team and give Daniel Jones some time. Jones fakes it. He's looking. He's going to run it. He's lost. Yeah, he's sacked for about a loss of about a yard. And, yeah, that's the expectation for that front four that Washington brings. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Let's see. Ajashak says, yep, versus Maryland at 9. Absolutely. That's going to be a great one to watch there. Best of luck to your Fight in the Illini. Let's see. 3rd and 10. Jones in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's completed. And this time by Shepard. Gain of about 11 yards, about maybe 12 yards on the reception. Setting up a 1st and 10 for the Giants. So the Giants seemingly coming out right now with a little bit of momentum here. Daniel Jones, when you give Daniel Jones time in that pocket, he can really deliver. All right, so Jones looks like he's going to be back in the gun. Moves Barkley to the other side. Takes the snap. Washington sends 5. Quick pass to Shepard again. And Shepard picks up some yards. Let's see. Ajashak says Washington football team defense is elite. Let's see. Ajashak says Shepard has great speed. That he does. He really does. All right. So Jones is out the line. Let's see. In the gun. Hands it. Fakes it to Barkley. He's going to keep it. He's going. He's running. He's running. He gets ushered out of bounds by the safety on that one. And Daniel Jones showing his running ability. I remember we saw last year when they played, who was it that they played last year? He had that large run. It was very, I think they were playing Tampa Bay, and he had that large run, and he fell like flat in his face. Like he's showing it. He's got a little speed to him. All right, so that's going to be 1st and 10. They are at about the 14-yard line of the Washington football team. 1st and 10. Jones is in the shotgun. They put receiver in motion. That's Shepard. They hand it to Barkley this time. Barkley's dancing around, but there's nothing there. That's going to be a loss of at least about 2 yards on that play. So excellent job by that Washington front on that. They were ready for that play. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 at the Washington 16-yard line. Yeah, so I think the Giants are going to have a difficult time trying to run the ball in this, obviously, with this matchup. But Daniel Jones is showing if they can give him some time, he can really air it out. The Giants got an abundance of wide receiving weapons that they can certainly utilize. Let's see. He's in the gun. He takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's incomplete. That pressure, like Washington was able to just send for and still generate that pressure that was in his face. But there is a penalty out there now. So let's see. What is this flag going to be against? It's looking to be against the Washington football team. So what are they going to call here? Oh, they're calling roughing the passer. Ooh, and that's on, who is it, Chase Young? Wow. I mean, looking at that play, I mean, I've definitely seen worse. But I guess the finish, I guess you can say. But let's see, while they're talking about that, let's see. Mike says, Jay, I'm not around the TV, so keep up the great work. Throw up some jersey numbers and stats. All right, I'll do my best. Let's see. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. They're at about the 8. Hands it to Barkley. Barkley's running. He probably gains about a good 3 yards on the play, maybe 2-3 yards on the play. And so far, that's going to set up 2nd and goal at the Washington 6. So far in this drive, Daniel Jones, he's 4 of 4, 45 yards, so he's been pretty much, spotless so far. I mean, he's targeted Shepard twice, who's got 2 receptions, 17 yards in this one. He's also carried the ball twice, and that's what you want to do to try to just make the defensive line that Washington has just hesitate for a little bit out there. Meanwhile, all right, so 2nd and goal, no backs in the backfield. Daniel Jones is in the gun. Washington might be sending pressure. And they send 5, and Daniel Jones is going to scramble. Will he get in the end zone? Touchdown. Giants. Daniel Jones scrambled up the middle. That's his 3rd carry. He's got 23 yards on the night, folks. Anybody that started Daniel Jones tonight, you might have an excellent night, believe me. Because, yeah, if this is any indication of what is to come. So, yeah, he was picture perfect on this drive. 4 of 4 passing. Absolutely. I think he threw 1 incompletion, actually. So the stats here may not have updated. But, yeah, other than that, let's see. They're looking at it. Yeah, he looks like he's definitely in the end zone there. So touchdown, Giants on the play. And we'll see if the extra point is good. All right, so the PAT is about to be attempted. Kick is up, and it's good. So the Giants score first, and they are up 7-0. So, yeah, I mean, Daniel Jones, he did tremendous on that. And the offensive line did too. So we'll see what the Washington football team can do when they return, but they're going to definitely want to respond after that. Let's see. Mike says, I agree with a lot of your predictions. Need to listen to it again. Yeah, Mike, definitely at halftime, we can go through those predictions again. I can pull it up and go through it for sure. But yeah, I definitely last week certainly did influence some of my picks with those, though, because like a lot of those teams showed some promising potential. Let's see. Ashak says this week has gone by fast. It has. It really has, man. Like I feel like it was just yesterday we were talking Monday Night Football, like for real. And so Mike says, I think the Giants will win by 14. Is there anything salvageable with quarterback Jones? And so when it comes to Mac Jones, I'm not Mac Jones, I'm Daniel Jones. I'm sorry. The Patriot fan in me came out. But when it comes to Daniel Jones, I feel like this is the year that it has to happen for him. I always felt like ever since I saw him his rookie year, I do see he's got the passing abilities that you want from a quarterback. His problem is protecting the ball, little stuff like fumbles, that stuff. But the Giants, they went out and they acquired a boatload of wide receivers. Kenny Golladay, they still got Sterling Shepard, drafted, Tooney from Florida. So they went out there and they got some excellent pieces for him to where they can really go 5 wide all they want to if they needed to. Them obviously the addition of Saquon, but making sure they have more backs in addition to Saquon. So Daniel Jones, this has to be the year. So we're going to find out a lot this year in terms of for Daniel Jones. This has to be basically the year that he has to step up for his team if they're going to become, a team that's in that conversation for the playoffs. And I think he can do it. I really think he can do it. He certainly has the skills, I think, to do it. And let's see, the Sports Splits. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. And everybody, moving forward, in the future, like future streams on Thursday Night Football, I'm going to be teaming up with the Sports Blitz here, and we're going to be streaming from his channel. So, guys, make sure that you guys are subscribed to his channel for sure. Because, you guys are going to want to get those notifications that we will be streaming Thursday Night Football games together in the future moving forward. So there you go. Definitely, guys, make sure that happens. We were going to start this week, but I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys a heads up just in advance. But, yeah, that's what you can expect moving forward on Thursday Night Footballs. And let's see. Cam, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. And you say, never seen someone sound so excited for a point after touchdown. Hey, you got to have that excitement, man. You got to. Meanwhile, we're getting ready for kickoff here. All right, so the Giants kick it off. Let's see if there's going to be a return. It looks like there's going to be a return here. And, yes, there's going to be a return. Washington has it to about the 20. They're still going 30. All the way up to the 30-yard line on the return. And so the Washington football team will take over 1st and 10 at the 30. And let's see. Teddy says, punter has more yards than Washington quarterback. Well, punters, they sure rack them up quickly. I will say that. But thank you so much for joining the stream, Teddy. Glad to have you again. All right, so that's going to be 1st and 10. Let's see. Heineke's next to Gibson in the shotgun. Thomas goes in motion. Now he's back there. They fake it to Gibson. Heineke's looking. He throws it. And that is about a 5-yard completion, I believe, from Logan Thomas. And so Logan Thomas, we remember him at Virginia Tech, former quarterback, converted tight end. But last year, he really took it to another level to where you have to think of this man as a pure tight end. I mean, he's definitely someone, if you play fantasy football, that's certainly a good person to consider right there at that tight end position, especially if you're in a deeper league that values tight ends. All right, 2nd and 5. Heineke in the shotgun. Guy goes in motion. He hands it to Gibson. Gibson takes the carry, and it looks like he's still moving forward, trying to fight for yards. He might have gotten 2 yards out of that, out of pure effort. I got a couple guys getting tangled up out there. And this is a rivalry game, so you're going to see a lot of that. All right, so this is going to bring up a 3rd and 4, and they are at the Washington 36-yard line. All right, so let's see if Heineke can get the first down here. He's got no backs in the backfield, and you've got 3 guys at the bottom of the screen, 2 guys at the top. He takes a snap. Giants are bringing inside pressure. He's forced to run again. He just throws it up, and that's out of bounds. So, yeah, that pressure that the Giants are generating is just too much for him. He's not able to stand in the pocket. This is the 2nd time now that he's had to, run backwards. This time he's able to throw the ball away and didn't take a sack. But, yeah, I mean, especially on, 3rd and 4, you can't be having that. So now it's 4th and 4, and they're going to punt the ball from Washington's 36-yard line. But this is excellent pass rush that the Giants are able to generate, especially from the interior, to where they're forcing Heineke to have to scramble outside for his life back there. Let's see, the punt is up. And we're going to get a return. And he's tackled at about the 24-yard line. And so the Giants are going to take over at their 24-yard line when they return. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get through some more of these comments here while we wait for the action to return. And so Mike says, really glad YouTube suggested your channel. It's hard to find someone who knows the entire league so well. I appreciate you, Mike. Really do. And so, yeah, I mean, football is just something that, I'm just really passionate about, honestly. But, yeah, I really appreciate you now. And basketball, I have to pay more attention. And this year, I hope that my knowledge reaches my football knowledge. But certainly, I appreciate you. Let's see. And Mike says, you join it with the Sports Blitz. That's an all-stars team. You know it. You absolutely know it. So, yeah, guys, definitely, guys, like I said, do make sure that you guys are subscribed. If you're someone new in the first place, make sure you press that subscribe button because we do these live streams regularly here. And also make sure you check out the Sports Blitz and subscribe to his channel as well, because Thursday Night Footballs will be both me and the Sports Blitz on his channel. And I believe that he'll be joining me as a guest on my channel. I believe for Monday Night Football. Correct me if I'm wrong for that on the Sports Blitz, but I believe on Monday Night Football he'll be joining me moving forward. So you guys are going to get the best of both worlds moving forward. Let's see. The Sports Blitz says Washington's O-line is looking worse than the Giants. It for real looks like they just swapped jerseys out there, because I thought the Washington football team off like defensive line was going to be going through the Giants offensive line like that. But obviously the Giants are coming out, and I like what they're doing in terms of how they're running their offense and stuff. It's fantastic. But Washington's offensive line is going to have to step it up right now, because the Giants, they know that, Heineke, he still, isn't as experienced as someone as a Ryan Fitzpatrick. So they're bringing a lot of interior pressure, and that's what teams like to do, especially a team like the Giants. They want to get that pressure inside, force you to run outside. And Heineke, he's just running for his life, guys. Like, he's just barely fast enough to throw that ball away last time. So absolutely. Let's see. Mike says, Jay, I had to hit the sack Monday. Corporate breathing down my neck. But did you notice Zay Jones, Bill's second-round pick, caught the winning touchdown? I did notice that. I did. There's a lot of Buffalo Bill connections that I really hadn't thought about until we actually start discussing a lot of these guys. I feel like everyone we talk about has some type of Buffalo Bill connection. All right, so we're going to return to the action here. And so we've got the Giants. Let's see if they can keep this going right now, because right now that last drive was absolutely fantastic. Daniel Jones was hitting passes left and right. So let's see if they can keep that going. Meanwhile, the Washington football team, they're going to want to make sure that they make Daniel Jones feel some pressure. I feel like if they can get to him, they can force some fumbles. Let's see. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Let's see what they're going to do. He takes a snap. He's looking. The pass rush is getting to him this time, and he throws it to Barkley. And, yeah, but that's probably a good thing that he dropped that, because if he caught it, that would have been a loss of about 3 yards. But, yeah, that front four of the Washington football team got in that backfield super quick. I thought it was a screenplay, honestly, how quickly they got back there. So Washington's definitely got to keep that up if they want to slow down this Giants offense, because if you give them time, they will pick you apart. But that is an incomplete pass, setting up 2nd and 10 at the Giants 24. And we have a lineman down right now for the Giants. Because I know the Giants before this game, they did say that they were rotating, linemen down there, because they're obviously trying to patch up their offensive line as well. And so that's why I projected that the Washington football team would win this game. I think final score of like 24-20 or something like that. But, yeah, I think the Washington football team will find a way. But, hey, if they cannot protect in the interior, then it won't happen, because they've got to make it happen. They got to try to get Gibson going as well. But, yeah. And meanwhile, while we're at commercial, let's see. So Cam says, who wins the Super Bowl this year? He says the Falcons are the Lions. Well, given those options, I think we just won't have a Super Bowl if those are the options. But but yeah, if you're asking the better of the two, you got to roll with the Lions. I'm thinking the better of the two. Falcons just really, really let the whole city down. Let's see. Teddy says 55-yard punt versus 7 yards pass and then 5 yards on 2-yard run out of bounds. And so, yeah, the punters, they're getting actions here, or at least for the Washington football team. He's getting some action. And Cam says, know the league so well. This guy thinks the wing T offense is the key to a championship. Very funny, very funny. Let's see. The Sports Blitz says, yeah, I think Monday Night Football was when we were planning on starting. So, all right, so we have confirmation. So, yeah, moving forward, the Sports Blitz will join me on Monday Night Football. And then on Thursdays, I will be joining his channel for Thursday Night Football moving forward. I will still do my, Saturday college football games around the first games that come on, the early games. And then Sunday, still do Sunday Night Football. But, yeah, we'll be joining up throughout the week. So you get the best of both worlds. Let's see. Mike says that Thursday. Let's see. TSS joining. Yep. Of course. Of course, man. Of course. Absolutely. Oh, man. They've got the. Oh, man. This must be something really big here, because they're about to stretch him out or cart him off. Oh man, absolutely hoping that he recovers, man, because this is. You hate to see that, especially when a player has to get carted off like that, guys, because you already know if they're getting carted off, then this is something that's really big. All right, so we've got another commercial break. So more time to go through the comments. Let's see. Mike says, shout out to Logan Thomas, long time Bill. And so, hey, Logan Thomas, hey, I like Logan Thomas. You know, I like what he's been able to do. You see a lot of other players around the league, you know, that are past players that have tried to make that conversion to a tight end from a quarterback or something like that at college, or either wide receiver. But Logan Thomas, he's not just making the conversion, he's running with it. So I'm absolutely happy for him and excited for his future with the Washington football team. Let's see. Teddy says 45 yards from Jones is less than a punt. A range. Let's see. So far, 51 yards per punt. And so Teddy with the stats. And the sportsman says the Giants should just run screens every play. Their blocking is about the same regardless. The sports blitz with the commentary there. Let's see. Adashak says, yeah, crazy. Logan Thomas was a quarterback for Buffalo for a while. And so, I mean, a lot of good players do come off from Buffalo. You know, it's just like Marshawn Lynch. You know, they don't reach their peak when they're at Buffalo. But yeah, I'll go ahead and take this time and say, look, anybody that is watching the stream, make sure that you guys do like the stream. You know, go ahead and press that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. I'm telling you, we do all these kinds of streams and stuff. I do a lot of sports content. Matter of fact, I've now exceeded 1,000 videos throughout the year that I've put out this year alone. And so that just gives you an indication of the type of content that I'm constantly dropping out there. So yeah, believe me, you get a lot of content. You get your money's worth basically for this channel. So yeah, I appreciate all the support, guys. And if you haven't subscribed, do consider doing so. Let's see. Cam says, who wins the Patriots? No doubt. No doubt. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, this game so far has been we're more than halfway through the first quarter. And the Giants, I mean, that first drive that they have, that was just fantastic. That's picture perfect for them on how they're going to need to run this game. And you can tell that Daniel Jones using his leg is like a huge element for the Giants in terms of their game plan on how they're going to try to slow down just a little bit the Washington football team in this one. Let's see. Meanwhile, they are carting him off the field, but he seems to be in good spirits there. You know, he is, you know, looking like he's not in too much, you know, pain like as he was before. Yeah, so definitely wishing him the best of luck in terms of that injury and his full recovery. Absolutely. Let's see. Teddy says Reggie Bush quit on Buffalo would have made a difference. Yeah. Well, Reggie Bush. I mean, he was such a tremendous player. Like going back to college, but I remember that hit that he took against Brian Dawkins, and like after that hit, I felt like Reggie Bush was just never the same. Honestly, guys, like that was a tough hit. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones is in the shotgun. Washington's bringing pressure. They hand it to Barkley, and Barkley's running. He's going. Is this going to be? This reminds you so much of what he did for so long in the league. Barkley with a huge carry. That was at least about, 40 yards on the play? 41 yards? My goodness. They did like a little delay before they handed off to him. And then once he took it and made that first cut, there was nothing but holes there. So, wow. Saquon Barkley is back, people. And that run signifies it. I feel like nobody gets these large bursts like Saquon Barkley does. Like he's that guy that he'll get you one or two large bursts throughout a game. All right, so Daniel Jones up under center, one back in the backfield, trips at the bottom of the screen, takes the snap, fakes it to the back, hands it on the reverse, receivers running, and that's a gain of about 6 yards on the play. And that is receiver bored with that play in which he was able to take that toss. And you can tell the Giants, they are really thinking hard about any way that they can to slow down that Washington football team and make them have to think instead of just react. So this is going to be 2nd and 4. They're at the Washington 27-yard line. Hand it to the back. And that's a gain of about a good 3 yards. I believe that was Booker on the carry. So this is going to be 3rd and 2, guys. 3rd and 2 at the Washington 27-yard line. So how about the Giants getting off to this fast start right now? All right, so Booker is still in the backfield. All right, Daniel Jones calling it out, changing the play. I believe that's Tooney at the bottom of the screen. All right, so timeout is taken by the Giants. They want to make sure that they call the right play for this 3rd and 2 situation, guys. Let's see. 80s horror fan, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. You say you was born and raised in Philadelphia, lifetime Eagles fan, and so somehow I need both teams to lose. Well, I will say this, anything is possible. And if this game turns out to be anything like what we saw Monday Night Football, then, hey, that's a possibility. But, yeah, absolutely. I certainly understand that. But, hey, congrats to your Eagles, man. I mean, they came out there. They took care of business against the Falcons. And so Jalen Hurts, he looked really good in that game, like really good in that game, a lot better than, a lot of people like myself, included, thought he was going to be able to do in that opening game. Let's see if he can keep it consistent, though. That's going to be key, being consistent. All right, so it's 3rd and 2. Sterling in motion. He goes to the top of the screen. 3 receivers up top. We've got a penalty. Oh, man, you cannot have these penalties for false starts. That can ruin a drive right there. I mean, the Giants have such good momentum going right now, and then you have that happen. So now it's no longer 3rd and 2. It's going to be 3rd and 7. That was Andrew Thomas with the false start at left tackle. Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference against the Washington football team when you're talking 3rd and 2 versus 3rd and 7. That's a big difference. Let's see if they can pick up the first. Jones is in the shotgun. 2 receivers up top. Washington is looking like they're going to bring pressure. Let's see how many they actually bring. And they send 5 guys, it looks like. Jones, they've got him. They've got him for the sack. My goodness, I don't even know who we're going to credit with the sack. Can we split it between 3 people out there? Like the whole offensive line came down. So that's going to be 4th and 13. Big stand by the Washington football team there. And it's like I said earlier, I mean, 3rd and 7 versus 3rd and 2, that's a huge difference when you're going against the Washington football team and that defensive line. Yeah, I feel like everybody basically got a piece of them on that one. So 4th and 13 at Washington's 38. And we've got another man down right now, this time for the Washington football team. And while the medical staff looks at him, I'll go ahead and continue through some of these comments here. And while we have a moment, just want to make sure that, I say thank you to all of you guys because, I exceeded the 800 mark in terms of subscribers. So I really appreciate you guys so much for helping me, with this channel. It's been a wonderful journey. Really appreciate you guys so much and all the support. Seeing all your faces here in the live chat, just seeing you guys so much, whether I'm posting something and I see you in the comments on that, I really appreciate all of it so much. So really thank you guys so much for that and helping me get, that much more closer to 1,000, which is the goal, the first goal right now, then we'll work from there once we reach that. We'll really appreciate you guys so much for being a part of this journey. And let's see, the Sports Blitz says, I wish both teams could lose too. But you're a Panthers fan. I mean, well, I get it. I get it. NFC, want to see NFC teams lose. But still, I mean, everybody want both teams to lose. Is there anybody that wants somebody to win tonight here? Let's see. Mike says it's something a 4-year-old could figure out. Garbage teams don't build offensive line and all. And the good players suffer like quarterbacks like Darnold, RG3, and the Bills the last 20 years. You're right about Mike is going to make sure that we know that those Bills, they had it rough. And Cam says, remember the Daniel Jones turf monster tackle. Yeah, who could forget last year? I remember watching the highlights and seeing Daniel Jones running as fast as he could until he tripped, and that was it last year on that. I think it was a Monday night game, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, absolutely. Let's see. The Sports Blitz says Barkley. Yeah, it's good to see Barkley back, guys. It really is. And Mike says, was hoping you would do a video on Brady saying might want to play until 50. Get it. But that's not even breaking news. We already know he wants to play till he's 50. Heck, I think he wants to play till he's 65, honestly. Like, this man wants to play forever. He just wants to keep raising the bar. Let's see. The Sports Blitz says, I think Christian McCaffrey, Henry, and Cook got a lot of those bursts too. Not many people like them. I love the way that Dalvin Cook, like, for example, how he runs and stuff and all those cuts that he make. That's fun to watch. Christian McCaffrey being the, receiver, I'll just say receiver in the backfield that he is, as well as rusher. That's fun to watch. But nothing like watching Derrick Henry just flat out stiff arm someone, a grown man, and stiff arm him like he's nothing. There's nothing like that. Let's see. And Teddy says, watch the Giants go 0 punts tonight. Well, I think we're about to see the first punt here. And yeah, we see the punt actually on the way. All right, so yeah, they're going to be taking over around the 10-yard line. The Washington football team will. Coach Dante, what's good? What's good, man? Glad to see you here. Coach Dante's in the building, y'all. That's always a good sign. If you haven't checked out Coach Dante, definitely check out his channel. I mean, the man, he does a lot of streams. I mean, y'all think I do a lot of streams and stuff? He does a lot of streams, guys. So definitely do check out Coach Dante. He does so much, not just with the streams, but also coaching, helping the kids, making sure that they understand the X's and O's and what it takes out there. So Coach Dante does a lot. So really, really check my man out here. Let's see. Gibson on the carry. He's running. Gain of about 5 yards on the carry. That's going to set up they're saying 2nd and 4. So, yeah, I've got Gibson on my fantasy football team, so you best believe that I'm hoping that he has a big night tonight. Let's see. You say, love your channel. Can't wait until you get the super chats. Exactly. After that game, I brought a Hurts jersey. Hey, right now is the time to get it, honestly, because, if this really works out big time for him, now's the time to get his jersey. I'm telling you. You won't be able to get it at this price again. Let's see, 2nd and 4. Heineke's looking. He's throwing deep, and it's caught. What a reception. And that is caught by, let's see, who caught that? That would be Brown. What a nice reception that was, because he really had to grab that one from the air. Like, that was not one of those body catches. He had to go up there and grab that. And let's see. And Mike says, do you want us a thumbs up? Yep, thumb it up. Let's get those thumbs up here. Definitely, guys. I appreciate all the support for sure. All right, Heineke, he's under center. And he gives it to, let's see, who was that? Is that Carter? Yeah, that was Carter on the carry there. So, yeah, Washington getting, oh, man, there's a lot of scruffles going on down there. Oh, yeah, we're going to see that all night long, guys, all night long. But, yeah, Mike, let's get it going. All right, let's see, 2nd and 8. And they are at the 40-yard line, the Washington 40-yard line. So let's see. Heineke in the shotgun. Gibson's next to him. Let's see. Brown goes in motion. They fake it to Gibson. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught by McLaurin. And what a nice reception that was. Absolutely love it. I've got 2 guys on my fantasy football team playing tonight, so absolutely love this. And let's see. The Sports Blitz says, yes, Mike, always smash that like button. The Sports Blitz knows how important that like button is. Let's see. Adishak says, oh, by the way, the Sports Blitz and JB, I followed y'all on Twitter. Nice. I got to follow you back. So appreciate that right there. And definitely, guys, anybody that does want to follow, whether it's my Twitter, Instagram. I got a Facebook group, all that stuff. It's all in the description of this stream. So definitely do check it out if you guys are interested. All right, so Gibson, that was a carry of about 5 yards. So we're looking at 2nd and 5 right now. Let's see if they're going to get another playoff before the end of this quarter. All right, so they've got no backs in the backfield. Heineke's in the shotgun. He takes it. He's looking. He throws it. It's caught by McLaurin. That's a gain of probably about 4 yards. And that's going to conclude the end of the first quarter here. So at the end of the first, the New York Football Giants are up 7-0 over the Washington Football Team in this one. I mean, it's really came down to Daniel Jones in that first drive. I mean, going 4 or 5, 45 yards. Barkley with that large carry that he had, that he's so known for having those bursts that only but so many running backs actually have. He's got 4 carries of 46 yards right now. And then, Shepard, 2 receptions, 17 yards. Then you look at the Washington Football Team. Heinicke, he's 5 of 7. But a couple of times, I mean, he took that nasty sack early in the first possession that really wiped out any chance they had of, getting that drive started. He lost about 16 yards on the sack. And then on the second possession, he was running for his life, had to throw the ball away on 3rd down. So the key is on 3rd down for the Washington Football Team, being able to get some protection so Heinicke can throw the ball. Because when he has been able to throw the ball a little bit down the field, we're going to see some nice stuff. Meanwhile, Gibson, just 3 carries, 12 yards. We'll see if they get him more integrated into the offense moving forward. McLaurin, 3 receptions, 23 yards. And, yeah, those are your game leaders right now in this game. Oh, yeah, Adeshak's the real MVP, guys. And Mike says that Barkley's stats show he not worth a first. And so I tell you what, Saquon Barkley, last year's fantasy draft, when he went down, it really hurt my fantasy football team. Like, my goodness. And let's see, Mike says, can I get a shout out to Chuba Hubbard? So, hey, I mean, I'm excited for him. I mean, I really am, because I liked him coming out of college. I was always I was thinking to myself, like, what team would be a good fit for him in terms of just where he was going to end up at prior to the draft. And then when he went to Carolina, and I realized, I was like, wait, they don't have Mike Davis no more. I was like, this is the perfect place for him. So absolutely, he's in the perfect situation, because believe me, with Christian McCaffrey, there's going to be some games where, Chubb's going to have to go out there and actually be the guy. So that's going to be good for him, his development. I'm excited for him. And let's see, Ashak says, I'll be so hyped when JB gets 1 million on a video. I will be too. I mean, my goodness, 1 million on a video. That means I'd have to be doing something right, guys. So that'll be the day. And when that does happen, we all got to celebrate. We all got to celebrate. And let's see. Have a great stream. Got to be up at 5 a.m. Hey, appreciate you so much for coming through. You have a great night. Looking forward to seeing you next time. And good luck tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so looking forward to that, guys. Having that long weekend of college football and more NFL sports, of course. Let's see. 3rd and 1. Heinicke in the shotgun. Gives it to Gibson. And Gibson, did he get it? I think he's just shy. I think the Giants stopped him just shy of the 1st down. And that's at the Giants' 39-yard line. I think you got to go for this. You have to go for it. Yeah, there was no room, because the Giants, they crushed that middle. They were ready for it. They were looking for it. And so, yeah, they made that stop. I think you still got to go for it, though. All right, 4th and 1. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, hand it to Gibson again. He can get a yard. And Heinicke takes the quarterback sneak. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Washington Football Team. Caught the defense looking in the backfield on that play. So now we got a fresh set of downs. We're at the Giants' 37-yard line. Let's see. Melissa says, we'll be at 1,000 subs. I enjoy your videos and streams so much. You got this. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. Really do. Really do. And let's see. Shotgun. He hands it off to Gibson. Gibson's running. And Gibson's got about a good 5 yards on the carry. And that's what the Washington football team needs to do more of for sure. Get this man involved. Get him going this season. Let him carry the rock. All right, 2nd and 4. They're in the shotgun. Giants are looking like they want to send 5. They have one guy drop back. Heineke's looking. He throws it, and that's Gibson. And Gibson with the – I'm thinking that's the first down. But let's see where they measure it at. All right, so they're saying that he's short. That's going to be a 3rd and 1. Heinicke in the shotgun again. Gives it to Gibson. And Gibson, he's pushing his legs and everything. Man, this is tough. It's a lot of bodies around that. It's going to depend on where they spot it. Let's see where they spot it. All right, so they're saying first down. All right, so we're at the Giants' 27-yard line right now. At the Giants' 27-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And let's see what the Washington football team do. Can they get a touchdown and respond? 27 yards from the end zone. Gibson in the backfield. Heinicke up under center. They put Brown in motion. He's still at the top. Fakes it to Gibson. Heinicke's looking. He throws it. And it's caught by McLaurin. What a nice reception on the play. Gain of about 16 yards. Oh, yeah, and that was all the route running of McLaurin on that one. In order to get separation from the defensive back and make that reception. Great job on that. All right, so Logan Thomas, he goes in motion. Heinicke's in the shotgun. He has it. He's looking. He throws in the end zone. Is that a touchdown? Touchdown. And that's McLaurin with the reception. Great news for my fantasy team and great news for the Washington football team. So touchdown, Washington. And so pending the PAT, this will tie it up. Oh, yeah. They knew where they were going to go with that one before that play even was called. The PAT is up, and it's good. We're all tied up, folks. 7-7 early in the second quarter. And again, that was Heinicke with the touchdown to McLaurin in the end zone. So, yeah, we are all tied up 7 apiece here. Heinicke, he was 8 of 10, 80 yards so far in this game, and now a touchdown. You know, McLaurin, he's been big, you know, back-to-back receptions for the Washington football team, including that touchdown in the end zone. So I like what I'm seeing from both teams right now. It's going to come down to which team, you know, in terms of is going to be able to generate the most pressure right now, because I'm telling you, the pressure that both of these teams are able to generate, that's what's going to determine this game, I feel like, when it's all said and done. Let's see. Mike says Washington values their defensive line. Chase Young as a first last year. You know, Montez Sweat, you know, first round in 2019. But who is their defensive tackle? They still have what's his first name? I think it's something Allen from Alabama, and he was a first round pick. Yep, first round pick Allen. Can't think of his first name. And so, but yeah, they got all. I mean, it felt like the entire defensive line has been first round picks, high potential, high ceilings, and so. And hey, they knew what they needed to do. If you're going to generate pressure in this league, and you can generate pressure without having to blitz your linebackers and stuff, you can drop them back in coverage. That goes a long way, guys. Like, that really goes a long way. Let's see. Ashak says that I am so excited on how close you are to 1K. The only thing that sucks is the waiting part, but it's guaranteed pretty much to happen now. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, man. I mean, I'm so excited about this journey, especially considering where I was even just a couple months ago, and to see that I've now crossed 800, so that means gonna cross 900, and after 900, that's it, the 1,000. And then once I hit that 1,000, there's so much more things that I can actually do that YouTube's going to allow me to do as a channel that, has 1,000 subscribers. So I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, but I'm enjoying the process as well, enjoying the journey. That's definitely something that I'm really making sure that I do enjoy the journey. Let's see. All right, so we're going to get ready for the kickoff. And so we'll get to see another possession of the Giants. Saquon Barkley, he looked like he was just getting going on the last drive. Let's see if that'll continue here when they get the football. Let's see. Washington kicks it off. Will there be a return? No return. All right, so they'll be taking over at the 25-yard line. Mike says, I personally graded Washington linebacking course grade a B with second-round John Bostic. Good old John Bostic. Let's see, John Davidson, first outside linebacker, first this year, and David Mayo, fifth and sixth. Yeah, absolutely, man. And so, and that's all you really need to really complement that defensive line that you got. You add that plus the linebacking corps. I mean, hey, when you have those guys up front, it's going to make life a lot easier for the secondary as well. Can't forget those guys. Meanwhile, the Giants, Daniel Jones up under center, fakes it to Barkley. He's looking deep. He overthrows everybody. Yeah, he had Galladay, I feel, but he overthrew him on that. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. All right, let's see. 2nd down and 10 at the Giants 30. Let's see. At the Giants 25-yard line. All right, Barkley in the backfield next to Jones in the shotgun. 2 receivers up top. He hands it off. Still running. Or is that not Barkley? Okay, that's actually Booker on the carry. And that's about 7 yards. Let's see, 3rd and 3 coming up. And they're at the Giants. That'll be the Giants' 32-yard line. All right, Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Barkley next to him. Let's see if Washington can generate some pressure here or if the Giants will get it off. Daniel Jones has it. He's trying to look deep, but they get him. Oh, man, what a slam that was. I didn't know they still let you slam quarterbacks like that in this league. What a slam that was by Allen. We asked about him. We talked about him, and there he goes. And that's going to bring up a 4th down situation to where the Giants are going to have to punt the ball on 4th and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Yeah, you're not going to have all day against this team. You've got to make a quick pass. Absolutely. Let's see, Mike says graded Washington defensive back course of C+. I can see that. Meanwhile, the Giants, they punt the ball. And let's see if there's going to be a return. Will there be a return? No, there will not be a return. So that's going to be at the 33-yard line that Washington's going to take over from Washington's 33-yard line. So we're all tied up 7-7 with about 9 minutes and 47 seconds remaining to go here in the second quarter. Carmichael Mosby, thank you so much for joining the stream. And you say that y'all just won y'all game. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Did you score any touchdowns or what? How'd your stats end up looking like? Let's see. Ashak says I feel like you will hit 1K on a stream, probably a college football stream. We will see. We definitely will see. I definitely would love to have that happen for sure. So that would be amazing if it happened like in real time while on the live. That would be so amazing. But we'll definitely see. And anybody that is watching that wants to help me get a little bit closer to that 1,000, subscriber mark, definitely do make sure that you guys do press that subscribe button. All right, and make sure if you haven't already that you do press the thumbs up button as well for sure, guys. For sure. But yeah, guys, I mean, wow, we're already at week 2. And so absolutely. Let's see. Mike says that Washington's offensive line, Samuel Cosmic tackled second this year, first round guard Eric. And so, yeah, I mean, a lot of those first and second rounders. And who could forget Eric Flowers, right? Who can forget? Let's see. All pro first, Brandon Sher. I mean, it's a pretty good, well, on paper, I would say. You said, what would I grade Washington's offensive line? I would have to say, from what I've seen so far, I'd probably give them like maybe a C plus, run that C plus range. Let's see. Mike says, what do we know about Washington running back corps? Well, outside of, obviously, there's Gibson, there's McKissick, and so they've got a couple guys that, well, those of us that play fantasy football, you always know where those Washington running backs, what they can do. So I like their corps as a unit, honestly. I know the Washington football team, I think they had signed this one. I think he was an undrafted free agent rookie out of, what college was he out of? I remember that I was really high on him, even though he was undrafted, but I'm not sure if he's still there. But overall, they've got a pretty solid running back room, like no doubt about it. McKissick coming off the bench, yeah, they've got a solid running back room. All right, guys, 1st and 10. Let's get back to the action here. Heineke up under center, Brown's in motion, 2 receivers at the bottom. Now Logan Thomas, he goes in motion. Fake it to Gibson. Heineke throws it to Thomas. And it was designed to go to Thomas on that play. But it's looking like there's a flag on the play. So a nice call, but it looks like it's going to be brought back thanks to a penalty. Unnecessary roughness on the offense. And so that's a 15-yard penalty. Sam Cosme. Oh man, that wasn't necessary on that play. That was not necessary. And let's see. Carmichael says I was just a blocking day. I am now getting on the kickoff return. Okay, so there'll be some opportunities on that, but that's great. That is great. Out of the shotgun, Heineke has it. He's looking. He throws it. Oh, man, he just threw it up there. And that's incomplete. I don't see any penalties up there. Yeah, there's no penalties on the play. And so that's going to be 2nd and 22. He was looking for McLaurin on that. Yeah, that was just that was not a good pass whatsoever. All right, 2nd and 22. Heineke's lining up in the shotgun, one back in the backfield with him. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. He takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it to Thomas, and it's incomplete. Overthrew him. That's going to bring up 3rd and 22. I think the Washington football team would really benefit right now if they were to, on the next drive, if they were to try to get Gibson more involved right now. 6 carries, 18 yards. It's clear that, they're going to have to rely a little bit more on the running game as well. All right, but 3rd and 22. Giants got a lot of guys way back in the secondary. Heineke takes a snap. He throws it, and that's to McKissick, and he gains about 12 yards on that reception. Help the punter out a little bit, get some more space. Let's see. And Mike says, shout out to Shady. The league said no sled shoes, but he still ran through our Buffalo snow, kicked it over his hip. Absolutely, man. Meanwhile, we've got another penalty. That's going to move him back 5 more yards. And that's very important when it comes to, field position. When you're this far back close to your own end zone, you definitely want to try to win that field position, especially when you punt the ball to the other team and make it as difficult as possible. All right, so they're going to punt the ball. All right, that rolls all the way to about the 22-yard line. And that's where the Giants will take over. And again, this game is still tied. Both teams are trying to get their first win, and they know that this is very important because we're talking about a divisional game. And Mike says that Washington had a UB running back great. And Ashak says, am I the only person who is mad? Matt Nagy said Justin Fields was a good chess piece. Like, he is way more than that. That's Matt Nagy for you. I mean, you got to look back to even when David Montgomery was a rookie, how he hesitantly, sparingly used David Montgomery, even though Montgomery, in my opinion, was the best back that year. And it wasn't just because he was on my fantasy team that year, but he really did not give Montgomery a chance to really shine until maybe at the very end of the season. And it wasn't until next year until he became like really the lead back. So I'm not surprised at all that Matt Nagy's not, that he would take that route, a good chess piece. But you're right, though. You're absolutely right. But Justin Fields, his time's going to come, and I can't wait for it. And let's see, we've got 8 minutes and 18 seconds left before the half. Once we do reach halftime, I'll definitely make sure to go through, my selections for the week. I'll go ahead and pull that up and then go through the picks that I had, and we'll discuss that at the half. All right, so we're going to get to see what the Giants can do now on this drive. All right, so let's see what the Giants are going to do here. Can they get more points on the board? 1st and 10. Let's see what they do at the 22-yard line. Jones in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it short. Gain of about a good 4 yards on the play. Reception by Shepard. All right, 2nd and 6. They're mixing up the tempo out there. Let's see, Jones going to line up in the shotgun. He's got Barkley next to him. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. He takes the snap, hands it. No, he's going to keep it. Barkley's going to keep it. Not Barkley. Jones is going to keep it. What a scramble. Let's see. They're thinking that he was short. Let's see. All right, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. All right, so the Giants are going to call a timeout. Let's see. And Mike says, did Jared Patterson for Buffalo get any carries yet? Not in this game. Not in this game. But I definitely I really, really, really like Jared Patterson a lot. Like I really do like him and his potential. And Ashak says, we are lucky Justin Fields didn't take it wrong and demand a trade because he said that Fields has handled being a backup really well. And so, yeah, Fields understands the situation here. He knows that this is going to be, his city in the future, So now whether or not Matt Nagy's a part of that, that's going to be up to him. Meanwhile, the Giants hand it to the up back, and that's going to definitely be the first down. Yeah, it's a way to mix it up there, and that was Penny on the carry. First down for the Giants at the Giants' 34-yard line. All right, 1st and 10. Jones in the shotgun. He throws it. He took a hit, though, but Barkley has it. Gain of about 9 on the play. They're saying 8. Yeah, Jones, he took a hit on that one. Pushed him into his own lineman. All right, 2nd and 1. Jones in the shotgun. As he takes it, hands it. No, he's going to keep it again. He's going to keep it again. He's running. He's running. He's still running. He's still running. He's still running. He's still running. Touchdown. Touchdown, Giants. Wow. But there's a penalty on the play. A penalty can wipe this all away, folks. But my goodness, what a run that was. And Daniel Jones is showing that when they ask him to, he can really take off with the football. Oh, man, and just like that, penalty against Board. That was unnecessary to do that. Like, you really didn't have to do that. Just block. My goodness, guys. I hate when you see a penalty like that happen, though, guys, because, come on now. You really didn't have to do that. And Ashak says, wow. Yeah, that does suck big time. And Cam says, massive run. Yeah, he actually finished, but too bad the penalty this time is going to wipe it away. But he didn't face plant this time. So now we're looking at 1st and 10 at Washington 22. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. He's taking it. Pressure got there super fast. He throwed it, but it was incomplete. He was aiming for Golladay on the play, but the secondary was able to disrupt that one. That pressure got back there super fast. I'm surprised he was able to get that one off. Yeah, but Barkley's big enough a threat to where that edge rusher was he had to make a decision, and he chose wrong that time. Jones in the shotgun. He's looking. He has to throw it up quick, and he overthrows this guy, but there's a flag on the play. And that'll probably most likely be against the defensive back for pass interference. Yep, that's going to be pass interference. Yeah, so pass interference penalties, I'm telling you, they can make or break a team's drive. All right, so this is going to set up a 1st and 10 for the Giants. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. He's at the 12-yard line. Takes a snap. Throws it quickly to Shepard. And, man, Shepard gains about a yard, but he took a hit. And that's going to set up a 2nd and 8 at the Washington 11. Right now it's currently 7-7. Giants in the shotgun. Hand it to Barkley. Barkley makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to set up a 3rd and 8 situation from Washington's 11-yard line. So they need 11 yards to try to score. But right now it's currently 7-7 each with 5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining to go. here so far. And man, look at the difference in rushing yards in this game. Like the Giants 138, Washington 23, 3rd and 8. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. He's got Booker to his right. Takes the snap. He's looking. He throws it short to Shepard, and Shepard probably gains about maybe 6 yards on the play. So that means it's going to be 2 yards shy of the first down that they need to at least give them a new set of downs here at the goal line. So let's see what they're going to do. Are they going to kick the field goal, or will they go for it? All right, so it's going to be 4th and 2. They're about to go for the field goal. Let's see if they hit it. And Mike says, let's see, he says, I set the Giants by 14. What's the score? Yeah, right now it is currently 7-7, but the Giants are about to kick the field goal, and the field goal is good. So it's currently 10-7. So, yeah, they settled for the field goal there. Get the point. So it's 10-7. Yeah, so there you have it. So the Giants, they've taken the lead 10-7, and there's still 4 minutes and 9 seconds left. So plenty of time for Washington to still go out there, run their normal offense, and see if they can score a touchdown before the half. All right, so we're about to get the kickoff here in a few. And again, that touchdown, that run that Daniel Jones had was called back due to a penalty. As the Giants get ready to kick this off. Our kickoff is on the way. Let's see. Washington's going to return. Let's see what they do. And, oh, man, yeah. So he only gets it out to about the 16-yard line of Washington. Carter on the return. So, yeah, Washington's got to do a better job of getting the ball into their playmaker hands. You want to keep feeding McLaurin. You want to keep Gibson involved. You're going to have to. You really got to rely on him a lot. All right, so Heineke in the shotgun. Hands it to Gibson. Gibson's running. He's still running. And he gets the first down. Gain of about 10 yards on the carry. Now, this is going to be key for the Washington football team. If they can do a lot more of this tonight, that could really help improve their odds. All right, shotgun formation. Heineke has it. Let's see, guy goes in motion. Heineke takes a snap. He throws it to Gibson, and Gibson with their catch, but back to maybe the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 at Washington's 26-yard line. Got about 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining to go before the half. All right, let's see. Heineke, he's in a shotgun. Got one back beside him. Logan Thomas goes in motion. He fakes it. Heineke's looking. He throws it, and it's caught by Logan Thomas right across the middle. And that's going to take them to about the 50. Nice pass. And so Heineke, he has that capability. I have noticed it so far from what I've seen from him. He can make those throws. It's just a matter of him being comfortable in the pocket and being consistent. And let's see. And Abhishek says dime. That was a dime. Meanwhile, Heineke throws it to the receiver. Receiver still running. I believe that's Humphreys. And that's a gain of about 12 yards. So that's going to put them at the Giants' 38-yard line. So now the Washington football team is starting to crank it up on this drive. I mean, Heineke, he's 13 of 17, 131 yards and a touchdown so far tonight. Just before the 2-minute warning. Takes a snap. He's looking. And he throws it again to Humphreys. And Humphreys stumbles. So that's about a 7-yard gain. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning with 1:58 remaining. The Giants are up 10-7, but Washington's showing a lot of life here on this drive. Let's see. Azashak says that, Taylor Heineke reminds me a lot of Cam. Really? That's a very interesting comparison there. That is a very interesting comparison there. And Mike says, how do you think Jones feels? He got Montez Sweat saying, I'm about to pop him. Young be like, nah, I'm about to pop him. Yeah, I mean, Jones had to know coming into this one that, when this all said and over, he's got to ice up. Like, he's really got to ice up for real, because it's going to be a long night for him in terms of getting hit and stuff. And those are guys that you really don't want to come after you, because they've got size, speed, a lot of things going for him. So, yeah, guys, let me know, which game are you guys looking forward to the most this upcoming Sunday? Which Sunday game are you guys looking forward to seeing the most? Sorry about this, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, 2nd down and 3. Taylor Heineke, so far on this drive, 4 of 4 for 43 yards. Can he keep it going? Hands it to McKissick. And so, he had a lot of burst on that. How in the world did he slip on that? I don't know. But I feel like if he could have kept his footing on that one, it could have really turned into something on that. All right, 3rd and 1. Is it a timeout? All right, so the play is going to be under review. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Apologize about this. 1 second. All right, so the play stands is still going to be 3rd down. Let's see. Mike says to Rod in Houston. Who does Houston play? Houston plays against. Who is Houston playing against? Man, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Let's see. Heineke in a shotgun. They're at the Giants 27. Takes a snap. Hands it to McKissick, and he gets the 1st down. Gain of about 2 yards on the carry. Let's see. Who is Houston playing? Oh, wow. Yeah, so Tyrod Taylor in Houston, they're going to be playing the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, it's 1st and 10. Heineke takes a snap out the shotgun. He throws it to McKissick, and McKissick, he gets about 7 yards on that. So he needs about, they're saying 6 yards here, so it's going to create a 2nd and 4. They've got 48 seconds. Clock is still ticking. They've got all 3 timeouts. So, yeah, it's up to them as to when they want to use it, but they want to get another play off quick. Take the snap out the shotgun, throws it to McLaurin, and nice reception there. You have to think they're going to burn a timeout here, and they do with 34 seconds on the clock still. So McLaurin with another reception. He's got 6 catches so far for 60 yards and a touchdown. Let's see if he can get another touchdown tonight. Meanwhile, let me check my fantasy football team. All right, let's see. Azure Shack says, "Wow, what is happening? It's already almost a half." Yeah, man. I mean, time is flying. Time is flying, man. Like pretty soon, we're gonna be having cold weather again. Those of us who haven't had cold weather yet. So yeah, man. I mean, season's about to kick in gear, guys. Like it's really about to kick in gear. All right, so let's see. McKissick goes in motion at the bottom of the screen. Heineke has it out the shotgun. He's looking. He throws it. It's caught by Brown, and that's a gain of about 7 yards on the reception. And so this is going to be 2nd and 3rd. 2nd and 3rd, guys. Can the Washington football team take the lead here before the half? They burned their 2nd timeout. They've got 30 seconds left. It's 2nd and 3. They're at the Giants' 4-yard line. So they literally can do anything, basically. But they would really want to score a touchdown here. All right, let's see. 2nd and 3, guys. Let's see. Heineke is 7 of 7 so far on this drive, 66 yards. Let's see what he's got. He's in a shotgun. Logan Thomas, he's at the top of the screen in motion, takes a snap. He's looking. He's going to run. Heineke's going to run, but he doesn't get very far. He only gets a yard. It felt like it was there. I saw what he saw. It was there, but the Giants closed the gap extremely quickly on that play. That interior line clogged in, and yeah, they got him. But that was there. That lane was definitely there because McKissick did a great job of slowing down the linebacker on that blitz. All right, 3rd and 1, guys. 3rd and 1. He needs 2 yards for a touchdown, 1 yard for the 1st down. So he can still get the 1st down and not get the touchdown. They're in the shotgun. Giants got a lot of guys at the line, and a timeout's going to be burned. The Giants are burning their 3rd and final timeout. They want to make sure they get this correct. And so, yeah, right now, the Eagles are the only team in that division that has a W. 3rd and 1, guys. Remember, they are at the 2-yard line of the Giants, so it's very possible that they can get the first down and not the touchdown, but they're definitely going to be looking to try to get in the end zone. I say it's a good time to target McLaurin or either Logan Thomas. All right, so Heineke's in the shotgun. They've got 2 guys at the bottom, 2 receivers at the bottom. Hands it to McKisson. And McKissick, he's got the touchdown. So touchdown, Washington football team. J.D. McKissick. Yeah, so, yeah. My guy didn't get the carry there, so that's always tough. Let's see. Okay, I think this is where we were. But, yeah, so that's good. So we got to await the extra point to see if it's going to become 14 points. But as of right now, it's 13-10 pending the extra point. And, again, that was McKissick on the touchdown run for 2 yards. Extra point is up, and it's good. So the Washington football team currently up 14-10. 21 seconds remaining before the half. Let's see. Mike says the Browns. Oh, I take the Browns. Yeah, I take the Browns too in that matchup. Mike says, I'm rooting for the Steelers to beat the Chargers. Bad. Don't the Steelers play the Raiders this week? I think they play the Raiders this week, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I think that's what they play. And Mike says the Giants to win 14. Well, right now it is 14-10 that is, but the Washington football team's up 14-10, 21 seconds before the half. Let's see. Abhishek says so close. Hey, y'all, we've really been lucky when it comes to these like primetime games and stuff. Like so far, we have been really getting some really good action out of these primetime games. And this one seems to be on the route to end up the same way. And Mike says the 49ers beat the Eagles in overtime. It's going to be a close one. I mean, the 49ers, every time I see Jay and the Bay drop a video, I'm like, man, the 49ers taking another hit, another guy injured again. I'm like, are we seeing a repeat of last year? Kickoff is on the way. Giants are going to return this one. Let's see what they can do. And they're going to get it out to about maybe the 23, 24-yard line. And Mike says it's hard to root for a Washington quarterback because he's named after beer. Very funny. Mike says, who you take, Bills versus Miami? I'm not sure. Bills on high horse. I still take the Bills in that one. Like, I'll elaborate a little bit more once we get to that one on the thing. But, yeah, in my mind, I still envision what I saw towards the end of last year when Tua threw all them interceptions. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. But I still think Buffalo is going to win that game because Buffalo has the better quarterback. So they're going to win that game. And so, believe me, I got Buffalo in that one. They're going to rebound. What you saw last week, you won't see it again this week, at least not on that level. So I've got Buffalo beating Miami in that one. All right, so we are at the half, guys. It is halftime, and the Washington football team currently leads 14-10 right now. Again, that is a 14-10 halftime lead, Washington football team over the Giants right now. So it's time to go ahead and start discussing some of our picks for Sunday. So let me go ahead and pull up what I did. Let's see. Well, really quickly, let's go ahead and read a couple more comments here. So Mike says, I'm rooting for the Steelers over the Raiders in that one. And so I would like to see the Raiders win, but I think the Steelers are going to win. So I'll go Pittsburgh on that one. That's why I went Pittsburgh. I really felt like it could go either way. But since it's down in Pittsburgh, Heinz Field, going down there, that's going to be a tough one. Adishak says, I ain't ready for this year to be over yet. I enjoyed this year apart from COVID. I really I'm really happy about how my life has been going this year. And it was really awesome seeing fans back. I'm with you there, Adishak. It was so great to see fans back. It really is. my goodness, not even just the fans here, but especially in college football, because college football, I felt like between the NFL and college football felt probably the most like strange because no fans last year in terms of just hurting the game. So definitely, guys, definitely understand that. So, but yeah, glad to have him back. Let's see. Adishak says, I got the Washington football team winning 27-17, he says. And so, yeah, if you guys can go ahead and start dropping, I guess, some of the matchups that you guys, like for this upcoming week, I'll go ahead and just go one by one in terms of who I got winning. And Mike says, thoughts on Josh Gordon returning? What is he coming back for? Like, what is he really coming back for at this point? I mean, am I happy for Josh Gordon? I want so badly for this man to succeed. I really do. But what is he coming back for? For how long this time it honestly feels like? I hate to be at this point with Josh Gordon, but I feel like we've been to this road so many times. So many times at this point. I mean, honestly, I felt like if the Josh Gordon, Antonio Brown experiment would have worked out down there in New England, then I think Tom Brady would have never left, honestly. But, Geo Sports, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to see you here. I know it's been a minute since we chatted, but yeah, definitely got to check out, some of your videos and stuff. So guys, do check out Geo Sports, videos, show them some support for sure. But yeah, I'm glad to see you here, man, and good to see you. Hope all is well. Let's see. Mike says, Adishak, you're taking Washington. That means we are in a direct competition. Yeah, Mike is not going to take Washington. And so let's see. Gio says that he's got 24-21 Giants. Okay, so we've got Gio with the Giants. We've got Mike with the Giants. We've got Adishak with the Washington football team. Myself with the Washington football team. So, hey, we actually got like probably the most diversity that we've had on a stream yet in terms of teams that we're going against and with. So, great stuff. Great stuff. And so let's see. Mike says, I got Liberty and a great Malik beating Old Dominion bad. I mean, guys, I'm a little concerned about Ohio State this weekend. I'm not going to lie. I've seen how Tulsa's looked this year. And if our defense isn't fixed, I'm highly concerned that Tulsa's going to really, really make our season a living nightmare. And so Gio says, thank you. Of course. I mean, definitely. I know. So, yeah, matter of fact, Gio, just give me like a little brief description of some stuff that you do have on your channel so I can let them know the best ways to describe that. I know you do some streaming and stuff. You've got some highlight videos, so definitely just, if I'm missing anything, let me know for sure. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I actually know quite a few Giant fans. And I feel like every Eagles fan that I met has been a manager. So I'm wondering what the Philadelphia Eagles are teaching their fan bases, because I feel like every Eagles fan I came across has been a manager so far. So just throwing that out there. And Adishak says, Bears, such a large number there, and Bengals 0. Hey, Adishak, look, man, I was 50-50 when I was looking at that game, in terms of who I was going to pick, the Bengals and the Bears. Like, I put, like, the Bengals, they're going to be in this game. It's going to be a very, very, very close game. I hope the Bears defense play better. I'm anticipating that they will play better. They're not going to play like that all season long. So I did pick the Bears to win, but I had half a mind to pick the Bengals there. But I was like, I can't do it at Azure I got it. I'm like, the Bears, they got to come through. They got to come through. Got to come through. Mike says, I got Bridgewater sitting comfy, beating the Jags. Oh, definitely. We're going to get a couple memes out of Urban Meyer in this one against the Denver Broncos. You're going to see him over there. He's going to do the whole I got the migraine thing going. Yeah, so you're going to get a couple memes out of this one for sure. Him, Trevor Lawrence, all those guys. Let's see. Mike says Panthers. Hey, them Panthers, but the Panthers are going against the Saints, though. And so I personally got the Saints in this one. Like, I know the Sports Blitz, he's got the Panthers. I think the Saints are going to win because I think what we saw is what I already believed in terms of with Jameis Winston in that Saints system. I like him a lot in that Saints system. Alvin Kamara, then especially later on, whenever Michael Thomas get back, assuming Michael Thomas is still the Michael Thomas or close to the Michael Thomas that we once saw. So, yeah, absolutely. But, yeah, you say Panthers defensive line too munchy crunchy for the Saints. Hey, they very well can get after it. We're going to see. We're really going to find out a lot about these Saints here. If these Saints come out here and look like they did against the Packers, then maybe the Saints are just that good. But one thing's for sure, though, if Aaron Rodgers go out there and play like that against Detroit, y'all, like, I'm dropping him for my fantasy football team, guys. Like, it's a wrap. Mike says, Bengals over Bears by a little. So Mike says the Bengals are going to win. I mean, the Bengals, they really impressed me with that win over the Vikings because of how they won. I like the whole, Jamar Chase pairing, with Burrow. I love that pairing. I like how it's working out for them. You even saw Mixon going out there getting in the action. So I like this Bengals offense. I felt like this Bengals offense was going to become a good offense. It's just, obviously there's a lot of tough teams in that division, so it's going to be hard for them to, compete in that division. But I like the trajectory of where the Bengals are headed. I think they've made a lot of right moves lately. Let's see. Gio said that I got to head out right now to finish my homework. Hey, absolutely. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. You take care. Have a great rest of your day, man. And, yeah, tomorrow is Friday, so I'm looking forward to that, guys. I'm looking forward to that. Friday. I know Ajashak's going to be worried about the fight in the line tomorrow versus Maryland, so definitely wishing you the best of luck with that, but absolutely. And Mike says the great Moore, Robbie Anderson, Marshall, Oda Darnold to Arnold connection. You got to love that one. You have to love that one. But, yeah, I mean, I think Terrence Marshall is going to be someone in the second half of the season. He's going to step up, which means one of the top two guys for Carolina, they better make sure they don't get hurt or nothing like that, because if Terrence Marshall gets an opportunity, he's not giving it back. Just saying. How do you guys feel about the Rams versus the Colts, that matchup? I picked the Rams, even though it's in Indianapolis, because, I mean, Colts secondary didn't look that great. The Rams, Matthew Stafford was looking absolutely great. Rams defensive line versus the Colts banged up the offensive line. So, yeah. Let's see. Mike says, who's playing right now in college? Well, at this very moment, I know the Ohio Bobcats are currently going against, I think, Lafayette, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not Lafayette, then UL Monroe. I can't remember who they're playing against, but I know the Ohio Bobcats are one of them that's currently playing. I think it's only one game, if I'm not mistaken, that's currently playing right now. And Mike says everyone will be shocked when the Colts win. So Mike's got the Colts winning. Okay, I mean, hey, if they need to win some of these early games, because I know they get off to a brutal start with their schedule. Obviously, they lost to Seattle, wasn't pretty. Playing the Rams, I don't think it's going to be pretty either. I don't think the Colts are a bad team by any means. Matter of fact, after watching the Titans, I feel like the Colts, probably will win the division. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to happen right now in terms of them winning this game. I think the Rams are going to show up and they're going to show out. But we'll see. Being at home, you just never know. You just never know. Mike says the Patriots are going to embarrass the Jets. I just want to come away with a W. That's all I want. I just want a W. Whether it's 19-17, whether it's 29-7, I just want a W. I want to see Mac Jones go out there, and I want to see him take that next step, continue to develop. That's what I want to see. I want to see Damian Harris stop fumbling the ball. That's what I want to see. Oh, my God. I was like, am I tripping? Did I read this right? Adishak says, to be honest, I kind of hope the Bears go 0-17 so Matt Nagy gets fired and we hire Eric from the Chiefs. Adishak, you probably would have to have the Bears go 0-17 5 years consecutively before that man probably gets called in for that job right there. Like, I think if they did move on from Matt Nagy, I don't think they would take that route. Like, I don't know. It's just a gut feeling I don't think they would take that route. And Mike says the Bucks smack the Falcons. I think obviously the Bucks going to win, but I think it's going to probably be like maybe 33-20 or something like that. I think Atlanta's going to try to play their hearts out. Could be worse than that. It could get ugly. I will admit it can get very ugly, but I'm just going to give the Falcons the benefit of the doubt here and say 33-20, but it can get very ugly. Mike says Cardinals win big over the Vikings. I say Cardinals win close over the Vikings. Dalvin Cook has a huge game in this one. So does Jefferson. So Cardinals win 26-24 is my projection. Goes down to the wire. Mike says Titans 17 over the Seahawks. I say Seahawks 17 over the Titans. How about that, Mike? I got Seahawks 17 over the Titans, 34-17. It's going to look kind of like it did for the Cardinals last week. Let's see. Mike says Cowboys over the Chargers. I actually did pick the Chargers over the Cowboys in that one. I think the Chargers find a way to win, but I can see the Cowboys winning. I think it's going to probably be a 3-point game, though. 3-point game. That's what I'll go with, a 3-point game. Mike says Chiefs 14 over the Ravens. I think the Chiefs will win, but I still pick the Ravens because, I feel at some point Lamar Jackson has to win this matchup. At some point he's got to win against Patrick Mahomes at some point. Why not this time? Because they certainly don't want to be 0-2. They cannot afford to be 0-2. So I'll go ahead and go with Baltimore here and give them a 3-point win. But hey, I would not be nobody should be surprised at all if the Chiefs take care of business as they should be expected to do. Mike says Packers by 7 over the Lions. I can see I'm hoping that Aaron Rodgers gets it together and then he goes out there and that Green Bay wins 35-26 or something like that. What Detroit showed me is that they can get a lot of points in garbage time for sure, late in that fourth quarter. So 35-26, I think that's a good score. All right, so we finally have kickoff here, and the third quarter is back on the way, guys. Let's see. Mike says, I have never known Mahomes to lose. Interesting. Very interesting. I've never known Mahomes to beat Brady in the playoffs. So there we go. Had to throw that one out there. But yeah, most likely, if I had to throw a percentage out there, probably about 82% sure Kansas City's going to win. But we'll see what Baltimore can do. Let's see. Jones up under center. Play fakes to Barkley. He throws it, and it's caught by Shepard. Nice reception on that one, 17 yards. Shepard did a good job of getting his hands up under the ball and securing the ball and picking up whatever yards he could from that one. All right, so this is 1st and 10. The Giants are at their own 45-yard line. I'm sorry, 40-yard line. They take the snap. Daniel Jones is looking. He's looking. He throws it. And that's the tight end, Kyle Rudolph with the reception. Gain of about 2 yards. No, I'm sorry. That's Smith with the reception. Let's see. And Mike says he's rooting for the Fighting Illini tomorrow. This is going to be 2nd and 8. Daniel Jones in the shotgun and they stopped the play. Should have been a free play. And that's Chase Young in the neutral zone infraction. Yep, that's on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Yeah, so Daniel Jones so far in this game, 10-13, 85 yards. He also has 7 carries for 82 yards in the touchdown. So Daniel Jones putting in work today. He's in a shotgun, 2nd and 3. He keeps it again on the quarterback sneak. Well, quarterback keeper, I should say. First down, Giants. Daniel Jones out there using his legs. I mean, matter of fact, he's almost rushed for more yards than passing. So he's really showing that he's a threat, and that's one way to slow down a defense. It's going to be 1st and 10. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Washington's got 5 guys at the line. They send all 5. Daniel Jones, he throws the ball to Barkley, and Barkley gained about a good 4 yards on the reception. Going to bring us 2nd and 6 at Washington 37-yard line. All right, 2nd and 6. Let's see what Daniel Jones is going to do. He's up under center. Let's see, Shepard in motion. One back, he gives it to the back, and that's Barkley. Probably lost a yard on that play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 7, guys, at the Washington 38-yard line. All right, 3rd and 7. Let's see what's going to happen. Daniel Jones, he's in a shotgun. Barkley's next to him. This is 3rd and 7. You know Washington's about to come at him. They got 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Shepard goes in motion. They're looking. That rush gets there. He throws it to Shepard. But Shepard had to go to the ground to get it, and by the time he got up, he was just too shy. But there's a penalty. There is a flag on the play. Holding on the defense. So that's going to be an automatic 1st down. So now we've got it. Let's see. All right, so it's going to be 1st down for the Giants at the Washington 33-yard line. Washington currently has the lead 14-10, and it is 11 minutes and 34 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Again, 11 minutes and, well, let's see, 11 minutes now and, let's see, 17 seconds here. Washington has 6 penalties in this game. That's twice as many penalties as the Giants do. Daniel Jones up under center. Shepard in motion. They toss it to Barkley, who gets brought down in the backfield. Brought down in the backfield, and that is Bostic with the tackle. Loss of about 6 yards for Barkley on the play. What a tackle that was. He was already in the backfield, and he got him. There was nothing Barkley could really do, honestly. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 16. Let's see. The Giants have it at the 40-yard line of Washington. Let's see. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Takes the snap. He's looking. He throws it. And that's Booker with the reception, gain of about 2 yards. And Bostic again with the tackle. So Bostic getting everywhere. Let's see. Mike says Adam Humphrey with 2. Let's see. I know he had 1 earlier. Does he have 2? Yep, he's got 2 catches for 19 yards. All right, 3rd and 14. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Let's see what he's going to do. Takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. And that's going to be well short of the 1st down. And that's Darius Slayton. Oh, sorry about that. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let's see. So it's going to be a field goal attempt. How far is this field goal? On this fourth down, 47 yards. Giants take the kick. Kick is up. Kick is good. So the Giants convert on that field goal, and we're currently looking at a 14-3 with Washington with the lead right now at the moment with 9 minutes and 7 seconds remaining to go in the third quarter. Again, that's the Washington football team over the Giants, 14-13 right now with 9 minutes and 7 seconds remaining to go in the third quarter, but the Giants just converting on that field goal. Oh, yeah, so we got that. Let's see. Ajashak says that was really close. Yeah, he was close to missing that one. And Mike says that by spending a first on a running back, the Giants forgo the edge rusher or offensive line player that they needed. And so, yeah, I mean, yeah, they thought he was going to be something special. They really thought he was going to be something special. But, I mean, he's been great, when he's been healthy. But, yeah, definitely. I'm sure if they could do it all over again, I don't know. They probably still would take him. But still, I get what you're saying. Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, so just to recap, like all the stats so far in this one, we'll start with the Giants. I mean, Daniel Jones so far in this game, 13 completions out of 16 attempts for 99 yards. So not quite even 100 yards passing yet, averaging about 6.2 yards a completion. He's been sacked 3 times, total of 15 yards. But, he's also the leading rusher for the Giants. Him and Saquon Barkley both have 7 carries, but Daniel Jones, he's got 82 yards, so averaging about 11.7 yards a run. He's got a touchdown. His longest run of the night was 46 yards. Saquon Barkley, 7 carries, 39 yards, averaging 5.6 yards a carry. His longest run was 41 as well. So, yeah, right now that is causing some problems for the Washington football team defensive line whenever they do the whole where Daniel Jones has the option to either keep it or hand it off to Saquon. They have to make a decision, and, man, it's been working for the Giants. But the Washington football team, there's a lot of positive stuff going on for them as well. Taylor Heinicke, he's 17 of 21, 162 yards, 1 touchdown. He's been sacked once, and he lost 16 yards on a nasty sack. Meanwhile, Washington's going to return this kickoff and take that to about the 23 or 24-yard line. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Personal foul on the receiving team. That's certainly going to hurt field position there. All right, so let's see. Taylor Heinicke's in the shotgun. Got McKissick in the backfield with him, along with Gibson. He takes a snap. He throws it to McLaurin on the screen, and McLaurin's running gains of maybe about 4 yards on the play. So it's definitely a great idea to keep getting him the ball. Let's see. Adishak says, pretty good game so far. Yeah, the game's going exactly how I expected the game is going to go. It was going to be some close battle like this, not too much scoring, but at the same time, there will be scoring. And so, yeah, the game's going exactly how I envisioned that it would so far. Meanwhile, Heineke's in the shotgun, fakes it to Gibson. He's looking, and he throws it to Logan Thomas. And so Logan with about 4 yards on the reception there, that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. All right, 3rd and 2. Let's see, Washington 18-yard line. Let's see what they're going to do at their own 18-yard line. They really want to get the first down here. You don't want to punt the ball. So let's see what they're going to do. Shotgun formation. Heineke takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. And, yeah, that's all the way incomplete there. So the Washington football team's going to have to punt the ball. Yeah, so that's going to be 4th and 2. We're in the 3rd quarter. We've got 7 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. The score is still Washington 14, Giants 13, but Washington's about to punt the ball over to the Giants. They successfully punt. Let's see if we're going to get a return out of this. It's going to be a fair catch at the 35-yard line of the Giants. So they'll take over at their 35-yard line. Yeah, so both teams currently in a dogfight in this one as they're both trying to get their first win of the season. And it's very crucial because you don't want to be down 0-2 for sure. And let's see, Mike says that Jones, tight end, and receiver corp is too good to be this much garbage. And so, I mean, hey, Washington football team's defense is pretty good also. Absolutely. I mean, I like Gibson in the backfield. I think he's a great back. McLaurin at wide receiver, absolutely love him. And so, yeah, and I think Heineke, he fits, I think he fits the style of Washington football and what they're trying to do. But the Giants, they do have a lot of receivers. When they took Tooney in the draft, I was like, okay, I would have taken him, but probably not if I was the Giants, though. Because they have a lot of receivers already. So I was like, where does he really fit in at? Let me get this one. All right, so Teddy says receivers return punts. And so, yeah, those are great options, honestly, because they are very shifty in space. So definitely. And Mike says, is Ingram out? I believe Ingram's out. And so when was he diagnosed out? I think he was out. I think they said that earlier in the week that he was still out. And so, yeah, he's out. Oh, yeah. So now we're going to really get to see, can the Giants get things going here, or will the Washington football team defense come up big here and try to get the ball back to their offense with the lead still? All right, Daniel Jones, he's got five receivers out there, 3 at the bottom of the screen. He's in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He's looking. Daniel Jones, he's going to air it deep. And it's incomplete. Kenny Golladay had a hand on it, tried to wheel it in, but it was just out of reach for Kenny Golladay on that deep pass. Now, if he was able to come up with that, that would have been huge. All right, so now we're looking at a 2nd and 10. Let's see, 2nd and 10, ball at the 35-yard line of the Giants. Daniel Jones up under center. Barkley in the backfield. And Jones fumbles it, but no, wait, it's a penalty. And that's a false start in the offense. Oh, they call it a snap infraction. All right, so they're going to get moved back 5 yards after the penalty there. All right, 2nd and 15. They're at their own 30-yard line. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Takes a snap. Hands it off to the back. And, yeah, Barkley gains about maybe 2-3 yards. So that's going to bring up 3rd down. You know, I almost forgot Jack Del Rio was over there. All right, but 3rd and 13. Let's see if they can get this 1st down, or will they have to punt? At their own 32-yard line, Daniel Jones in the shotgun. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. 2 backs in the backfield. Jones is looking. He throws. Incomplete. Is there a flag? And there is a flag. There's a flag. And they're going to call, I believe, Fuller, trying to guard Shepard. Okay, yeah, I can definitely see that. I don't know why he did that, but yeah, I can definitely see that pass interference. So that's going to give the Giants an automatic 1st down. All right, 1st and 10. Daniel Jones up under center. Shepard in motion. He gets it. And in the backfield, Chase Young brings him down. So Sweat got there first, but Chase Young eventually brought him down. And yeah, that's going to be a loss there. That's a loss of 9 yards, actually. So Sterling Shepard, yeah, he saw Sweat. He tried to get around him. Sweat had him in the backfield. But yeah, Chase Young finished it up on the play. So great job by that Washington's defensive line. We're looking at a 2nd and 19. Now we've got 6 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. In this 3rd quarter, Daniel Jones takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught by Golladay. He's still going to be short of the 1st, but that sets up 3rd and 7. So this is a lot more manageable here for the Giants. All right, so this is 3rd and 7. All right, let's see, 3rd and 7. All right, so Daniel Jones, he's going to be in the shotgun. Barkley next to him, making adjustments at the offensive line. Takes a snap. He's looking. He's got time. He throws it, and it's caught by Shepard. Definitely gets the 1st down and then some. Great job by Sterling Shepard with the reception on that one. And that's going to be a 19-yard completion, I believe, 19 yards. What a throw by Daniel Jones. Stood there in the middle of the pocket and delivered the ball on the money. Daniel Jones in the shotgun already, hands it off. No, he fakes it to Barkley, throws it up high, tried to go to Golladay again, but just off of his hands. That's going to be incomplete. And Daniel Jones looks like he's starting to heat up out there. Again, the Giants currently have 13 and Washington's 14. So if they can get some type of points on the board here, they'll take the lead. Second and 10. And they're at Washington's 33-yard line right now. Daniel Jones is in the shotgun. Takes a snap. That Washington pass rush is getting there. He throws it up there. And it is caught. Is that a touchdown? Did he keep his feet in? I believe that's a touchdown. Touchdown, Darius Slayton and the Giants. So Daniel Jones going deep to Darius Slayton in the end zone for a touchdown. And Daniel Jones, he put some air because he had to throw that one a little bit quickly because of that rush that was coming from Washington's defensive line, and he found a way to make the play. Excellent pass, both feet in bounce, secured the catch. That's a touchdown. And so right now, the Giants are up 19-14. Let's see if they make the extra point and make it 20 points. And the G-men get the extra point up, and that is good. So the Giants are currently up 20-14 right now in the third quarter. 4 minutes and 41 seconds remaining to go in this one. So the Giants have taken the lead just like that. And Daniel Jones, he made some plays. We talked about all the receivers that they had. Darius Slayton prior to that had a very quiet game, but man, on that one, he now has 2 catches for 41 yards, and his longest obviously was that touchdown catch for 33 yards in the end zone. Let's see. And Carmichael says, are you going to make a thank you vid for 1K? I definitely intend on doing something like that. I want to do something like that as well for my 1,000 video posted. It's just, right now, there's a lot of stuff going on in terms of like a lot of sports news going on. I'm trying to stay up with, still working, still trying to hit the gym and all like that. So haven't had a lot of time to sit down and do a lot of like editing like I would like to, but I definitely would want to make a thank you video for 1K for sure. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Great question though. Yeah, for anybody that's watching that hasn't done it already, do leave a thumbs up for the video and make sure that you guys, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. I'm telling you, it's the best way to stay up to date with all kind of sports news and live streams. Oh, hold on. I skipped one here. All right, so Mike says, how much more for the Giants to win by 14? Well, the Giants are currently up by 6, so they would need to get another touchdown and 2 points up on that board in order for it to be a 14-point game. I think Washington's going to respond. Let's see. Adishak says that I am so excited for the NBA season. He says the Bulls are really solid. Yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to the NBA season for sure. Once the NBA season arrives, then I'll have to determine like how streams are going to go from there, because obviously I can't stream every night, so I'll have to see how I'll line up my schedule then, because we'll have the NBA, like especially in November, we'll have the NBA, we'll have college hoops, we'll have college football, college basketball. I already said college hoops. We'll have basically the 4 sports that I cover all going at the same time. So I'll really have to look and see how I'll go about, streaming those for sure. But you guys can definitely expect to see those streams, most definitely. Let's see. Adishak says another touchdown and 2-point conversion. Yep, that's what it'll take to be to get that 14-point difference that Mike is looking for. Let's see. Teddy says Washington 0 punts. All right, so the Giants kick it off, and will there be a return? Nope, there will not be a return on that one. So the Washington football team is going to take over at the 25-yard line. So this is where the Washington football team really needs to get Gibson heavily involved moving forward, because he's got 7 carries for just 28 yards, but he's averaging 4 yards a carry. I say now's the time to really get him going in this offense. All right, let's see. All right, so Taylor Heineke is up under center. Brown's in motion, going towards the bottom of the screen. They've got Gibson in the backfield. Brown's in motion again, hands it to Gibson. And Gibson's running. He's still running. And he powers forward. He gained at least 6 yards on the carry. They're saying 7 yards. That's what I want to see. That's exactly what I want to see. I started this man in my fantasy football league. I need for him to get in the end zone at least a couple times tonight. All right, let's see. They're in the shotgun formation here. This is going to be 2nd down and 3. Heineke's looking. He's going deep. Ball's tipped in the air. Incomplete. He tried to go to Humphreys. Ball got tipped in the air. And, yeah, you would think that someone should have picked that off, but no one got to it. But there's a flag down there, so let's see what this flag's about. You have to assume that it's going to be against the Giants, though. Yep, it's against the defense. It's going to be a 1st down. He did get to him early. All right, that's going to be a 1st and 10 thanks to the penalty. We've got 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Again, the Giants are up 20-14. It's 1st and 10. Washington football team has the football right now at the Giants' 47-yard line. Heineke takes a snap out the shotgun. He's looking. He throws it. And this is Humphreys with the reception. Gain of about 7 yards on the play. So that's going to bring up a 2nd. They're saying 8 yards, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 2. All right, 2nd and 2. Heineke in the shotgun. Gives it to Gibson. Gibson's running. He's running. He's still running. He's tackled, and that's a gain of how many yards are they saying officially here? It's definitely a nice gain on that one, at least about a good, 10 yards? But, yeah, that was a great job on that one, and that's what I need to see. I need to see more carries like that from Gibson tonight. I want Gibson to get in the end zone. Let's see. Heineke takes a snap. He's looking. He's going deep. He's going deep. Incomplete. He was going for Brown. He was going for Brown on the play, but incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. He was targeted in the end zone. Meanwhile, let's see. Mike says, I was all excited to get my Little Caesars to get the large cheese pizza that we did discuss and their new cow zone. And he says, but the one on town was closed and the Bills did lost. Oh, man, Mike, that's tough, Mike. That's really tough, Mike. Because I know after we talked about that pizza, I had got me some pizza that day. So I got me some Papa John's. So, but that's tough, man. 2nd and 10, Heineke in the shotgun. McKissick, he's going in motion, but they hand it to Gibson. And Gibson gains about a good 3 yards on the carry. All right, so I like this. We're starting to get him more carries. That's good. We have to keep Gibson involved. It's good for the team, and it's good for my fantasy team. So let's keep doing it. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Gibson on the night, he's got 10 carries for 52 yards so far tonight. His longest run was 14 yards. Let's see, 3rd and 7 right now. They're at the Giants' 22-yard line. They're in the shotgun. Humphreys is going into motion up top. 3 receivers up top. McKissick is in the backfield. Heineke, he has to throw it, and it is caught by Humphreys, but he's at least half a yard shy, but there is a penalty. There's another penalty out there. The Washington football team has been hurt today by penalties, guys. Like they've had a lot of penalties tonight. And this is on the offense, number 76. So they're going to have to repeat 3rd down because they're holding call on Cosme for the Washington football team. So now we're looking at a 3rd and a 17, guys. 3rd and 17. Yeah, I mean, doesn't get more obvious of a hold than that. Let's see. Carmichael says, I will be here for every stream I can get to. It's been a long journey, but you have almost done it. Yes, I appreciate that, Carmichael. Yes, it's definitely been a long journey, man. Believe me, but I'm enjoying every step of the way. Meanwhile, Heineke, he's in the shotgun. No backs in the backfield. He takes a snap. He's looking 3rd and 17. He's trying to run. He's running. He's scrambling. He's scrambling for his life, and he gains about a yard on the scramble there. And so that's going to bring up 4th and 16. And so where exactly are they right now in the field? So they're at the Giants' 31-yard line. So the field goal unit's going to come out. Let's see if the Washington football team can hit this field goal and make it a 3-point game. This will be Dustin Hopkins. He was 3 of 4 last week against the Chargers. Let's see if he'll hit this. Kick is up, on the way, right down the middle. Literally right down the middle. So, yeah, the Washington football team adds 3 points to the scoreboard for them. So the Giants are currently leading 20-17. It's a 3-point game. We're still in the third quarter. Got a minute 30 left in the third quarter. So let's go ahead and catch up on some of the comments here. Teddy says, I like that, Jazz. Mike says, Kadarius Toney was their first-round pick. Yeah, he was their first-round pick because you remember during the draft, Urban Meyer, after the draft, Urban Meyer was like, he wanted to trade up to get Kadarius Toney, but when Toney wasn't on the board, then, yeah, that's when went ahead and took Travis Etienne instead. Yeah, flags can derail a drive for sure. Nice run. So Adishak says behind pasta, spaghetti, you said pizza is your favorite food. Really, my favorite food, let's see, I love shrimp fried rice. Absolutely love shrimp fried rice. Like pizza, love mac and cheese, seafood. Yeah, so don't get me started here in terms of like stuff that we like here. We can turn this entire chat into something else here. And I don't need that, guys, because I'm trying to eat better here. Let's see. Mike says nothing beat Papa John's with that easy, cheesy. Oh, and that sauce and crispy. Hey, I will say this. Papa John's is definitely, I think it's 1A for me. And then after Papa John's, Pizza Hut. And then there's a large gap for me. And then in terms of like anything else. But yeah, those are my 1A and 1-2. If I'm getting pizza, it's coming from one of those two places. Who knows? Maybe when I get monetized, who knows? Maybe they might actually have me do some type of sponsorship for them. Who knows? Let's see. Mike says no receiver Toney. Toney, I mean, Toney is so buried on the Giants depth chart. I don't even know if he's been out there, honestly, because even if he is suited up, he would not get a lot of targets at all. So I made sure to stay away from him in fantasy football because they just got too many wide receivers on their roster to be targeting him like that. So, yeah. Let's see. Mike says the Buffalo Bills draft pick Hopkins. Your Buffalo Bills, they get around. I guess Buffalo has an eye for talent. It's just, you guys rather not develop them, I guess. But, hey, you guys have an eye for talent. So we got a minute and 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter, guys. The Giants, they have the football. They have the lead. Well, after Washington kicks off the ball, they will have the football. Currently got the lead. All right, so the kickoff is on the way. All right, so there's not going to be a return. So the Giants are going to take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And Adishak says that this game is close. Yeah, I mean, it's really close. You remember, I projected at the beginning of the game that the Washington football team was going to win 24-20. So my projection is very much still possible. It could very well be dead wrong, but it's very well still possible, guys. So here's the holding out of hope here. But there's a whole another quarter to go, and that means that Washington defense is going to have to step it up. All right, so Daniel Jones, he's in the shotgun at the 25. 2 receivers at the bottom. Barkley next to him. He takes a snap, fakes it to Barkley. He's looking. He throws it. It's completed. That's a first down and then some. That's a gain of at least about 13 yards by Darius Slayton, who had the touchdown catch earlier in the game. So Daniel Jones is, 17 of 22 right now, 176 yards and averaging 8 yards of completion, and he's thrown 1 touchdown so far. He's in the shotgun again. It's 1st and 10. They're at their own 37-yard line. Still have Barkley in the backfield. Daniel Jones communicating with the offensive line. 3 receivers up top. Daniel Jones takes a snap. He's looking. Washington bringing pressure. He throws it. What a catch by the tight end on the play. And that's Smith with a nice reception across the middle. And Daniel Jones, he's leading them up to the line here. Daniel Jones seems like he's really in the zone, guys. Like he's really feeling it. And let's see. All right, so Daniel Jones again in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Fakes it to Barkley again. This time it was almost picked off. There's a penalty, but it went right to the linebacker here. My goodness. My goodness. And that was Holcomb, who was right in the lane of the football. Like he literally hit him with the ball. But there is a penalty. And that's going to be against the Giants, an eligible player down there. So that's going to move them back. So just imagine if they'd have picked that off. I mean, that was almost a turnover. And that's something we haven't seen a lot of right now. We haven't seen a lot of we haven't seen the turnover today. So that's going to be 1st and 15 at Washington's 46-yard line. Giants had a nice rhythm. Let's see if they can overcome that penalty. Daniel Jones, 18 of 23, 198 yards and 1 touchdown. 22 seconds before the end of the third quarter. He's in the shotgun. 3 receivers up top. Takes a snap. Washington sends 5. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught by Galladay. And that's at least about a 10-yard reception. So that's going to be 2nd and 5, folks. 2nd and 5 as we come to the conclusion of the third quarter in which the Giants, they have the lead. They also have the football. They're driving nicely. So things are looking real good, but there's still 1 quarter left, and this is a close one, separated by just 3 points. What's going to happen, folks? Will the Giants win or will the Washington football team win? We're going to have to find out in that fourth quarter for sure. Let's see. Ajashak says that mine isn't other than Washington football scoring 27. So, yeah, the Giants, they did exceed it with that last field goal. Well, last touchdown, actually. And let's see. Mike says that me and Jay in direct compensation. He says, I got the Giants by 14. Direct competition. So, yeah, I got you. I got you, Mike. Yeah. Washington football team is going to need a big fourth quarter. And how are they going to do it? They're going to have to really give the ball to Antonio Gibson, help the team out by doing that, help my fantasy team out, and also throw it to McLaurin. Because, yes, I cannot forget my fantasy football team, guys. Absolutely. Not this week. But, yeah, this is a game, folks. This is a really good game. And I expected nothing less between these two teams playing on a Thursday night game, a primetime game down there in Washington. We're going to find out. We're really going to find out a lot. Yeah, and so anybody that is watching the stream, if this is your first time or maybe you're just not subscribed to the channel yet, maybe you have some hesitations, do make sure that you guys do subscribe to the channel because I'm telling you, it is the best way to stay up to date with all kind of sport news. I'm telling you, this channel's going places. I definitely want you guys along for the ride. I'm talking lots of live streams. We're not just covering only the NFL. We cover college football, college basketball, NBA, all of that, guys. So I'm telling you, when it comes to the live streams, when it comes to the sport news, mostly you'll see NFL news, NBA news, from time to time, some college stuff as well. But yeah, guys, definitely appreciate all the support. Thank you, Mr. Thomas, so much for joining. Well, for subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate you so much for that sub. Really appreciate you, man. So thank you so much. Let's see. Adishak says, who do you think was better all time, Hakeem or Shaq? I got to go with Hakeem. I'm going to go with Hakeem. Now, Shaq was definitely more dominant in terms of just what he can physically bring, but I'm going to go Hakeem. But let me know your thoughts. That's a good question. And definitely not sure if, let's see, because by the time, because you remember during basketball season, like I would ask like a little bit more questions and stuff throughout basketball season. And so definitely expect a lot of like basketball trivia questions like that throughout basketball season for sure. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones, he's in the shotgun, They have the ball, let's see, at the 37-yard line, and he's sacked. He is sacked, folks. He is sacked. Who was in on that sack there? But my goodness. Yeah, what a sack. And so that was Fuller that came on the sack off the edge. So he got there first. If he wouldn't have got him, Chase Young would have got him because it was a jailbreak on that side. Left tackle, he's getting beat like a drum tonight. Let's see, Daniel Jones is 3rd and 11. He's in the shotgun. This is very important. Can they get a first down? Can they get in field goal range? Or can Washington get a stop? Washington's bringing pressure. They force him to throw it early, but it's still completed by Sterling Shepard with the reception. He's probably about 3 yards shy, I'm thinking, of the first down. So this is going to bring up 4th down. What are they going to do? Will they go for it? But yeah, Daniel Jones had to get that ball off quickly because Washington, they brought the most people that they brought all night on that rush. They were not going to let him sit back and be comfortable because when he was comfortable, he's showing that he can throw that ball. This is a 52-yard field goal attempt by the Giants. It's on the way. It's up. It's up. It's up. And it's good. So the Giants convert on the field goal attempt. So there goes my projection, guys. Like there goes my projection. But yeah, the Giants are currently up 23-17. We've got like 13 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter, guys. It's a 1-possession game. And when we return, the Washington football team will have their chance to go out there and see what they can do with the ball in a 1-possession game. All right, let's get through some of these comments here. Let's see. Shaq says, to be honest, I would say in their prime Shaq, but all time, I think I take Hakeem. Only championships in the 90s other than the Chicago Bulls. And so, yeah, I mean, believe me, I love what Shaq, represented, especially we're talking prime Shaq. Yeah, absolutely. The combination of him, Kobe, my goodness, man. My goodness. The Sports Blitz, he says, Daniel Jones really doesn't look bad tonight. Kind of surprising. I mean, Daniel Jones has shown me, because I've watched Daniel Jones, his problem, it comes with fumbles and turnovers in key situations. Those are his problems. But if you can give him a solid offensive line, a really good offensive line, they gave him weapons. But if he has a solid offensive line, he doesn't have to rush it. He can make those throws, and he has moments. You remember last year when the Giants played the Buccaneers, like it was a very close one. He can have his moments. He really can. He just got to be consistently play like this. So he's definitely shown me in the past that he has this capability. It's just, can we get this consistently? If we really need you to do it, can you constantly do it? Because last year, I think last year for Daniel Jones was similar to how it was for Dak Prescott, the year that Ezekiel Elliott got hurt. And then we saw that Dak went from an amazing rookie year to really looking like he struggled out there. And so, yeah, not having Saquon Barkley last year really hurt Daniel Jones. But now that Saquon's back, and then, Daniel Jones, he's got more command of the offense. And so, yeah, he's definitely looking a lot more impressive. Let's see. Adishak says, and Detroit. Oh, yeah, you can't forget about Detroit and the bad boy Pistons. You cannot forget about the Pistons. Let's see. Mike says, when did NBA star Tracy McGrady retire? That is a very good question. Because let's see, he did not officially retire in 2009. That's probably when he stopped being a star around that year. But in terms of his retirement, it's the year that the Miami Heat and the San Antonio Spurs played in the championship, because he was on the Spurs bench as a reserve player. That was his last year that I can recall in the NBA that year. So I believe that it would have to be, when did Miami in the Spurs play? That was like 2013, 2014, was it? Apologize if I'm off on that one, but it was the year that they played in the finals and Ray Allen hit the shot of all shots that won it for the Miami Heat that game. So that was Tracy McGrady's last year in the NBA. All right, so this is going to be a touchback. So yeah, the Washington football team is going to take over at the 25. So it's going to come down to Taylor Heineke. Can he come through for the Washington football team here in this close one in the fourth one? Obviously, without Ryan Fitzpatrick, this is a great opportunity for Heinicke to show that he can be the guy to help Washington. They don't need much from the quarterback position. They've got a pretty solid team all around. They just need him in moments like this to step up. That's why they brought in a guy like Ryan Fitzpatrick as opposed to bringing in a rookie, because they felt Ryan Fitzpatrick could come in and just be the manager that they need for this team. Let's see. Heinicke takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught by McLaurin. Can he keep running? Yes, and he's at the 45-yard line of Washington. Washington's 45-yard line. Gotta love this guy. Gotta love this guy. Glad he's on my fantasy football team. Looking forward to a great year with him. Let's see. All right, let's see. So McLaurin's going to line up at the top of the screen. He's got 2 catches for 82 yards and a touchdown. They've got Gibson in the backfield. They can still utilize the run. Logan Thomas, he's in motion. They give it to Gibson. Gibson's running. He gains about a good 3 yards on that carry. I say that's the perfect formula. Keep mixing it up between Gibson and McLaurin. Keep using that combination. Also, don't forget about Logan Thomas as well. Those are the 3 guys that's really going to win it for you right now. But look at the difference in total yards in this game. The Giants, 326, and the Washington football team, they had like 200-something total yards. So, yeah, big difference. Washington's offense has got to step up now. Heinicke takes the snap, throws the ball to McLaurin. That's going to be a first down, gain of about 12 yards, and that's going to take them all the way to the Giants side of the field here, and they're going to make the Giants, I believe, 45-yard line. So Washington's got a nice drive going. I mean, again, Heinicke, he's 22 of 28, 205 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. He's in the shotgun. He's taking it. He throws it to Humphreys. Humphreys barely gets a yard on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 44-yard line. Again, there's 11 minutes and 43 seconds to go left in the game, so still plenty of time for both teams, but you're certainly going to want to make sure that you score because you don't want to get down 2 possessions in this game. All right, so they're in the shotgun, 2 receivers up top, 1 receiver at the bottom. He takes the ball. He's throwing it to Humphreys again, and Humphreys does a good job of securing the catch. That ball was awfully low, and I think he might have gotten 4 yards, maybe 3 yards off of that. But he did a good job of making sure that he was able to maintain the receptionist. That was awfully close to the turf. Yeah, that ball came out very ugly out of Heinicke's hand on that one. So this is going to be 3rd and 7. Big third down here for the Washington football team. Do they have what it takes to get the first? Or will the Giants be able to generate pressure and force Heinicke to have to throw the ball away or take a sack? Heinicke's in the shotgun. Humphreys is in motion. He takes a snap. Giants send 4. Heinicke's running. He's still running. And he falls forward. He loses the ball. He's probably most likely was down. There's a flag on the play. That just looked very sloppy, the ending of that play, to be honest. Let's see what the flag's going to be on. I mean, because Heinicke, he took off the scramble on that one, and then while he was coming to the ground, he looked like he was losing the ball on his own. But they recovered it anyways. All right, so that's a defensive holding. That's a big penalty. Absolutely big penalty right there. Let me go ahead and catch up on some of the comments where they're showing the replay. All right, so Adishak says, Daniel Jones is so hot and cold. Absolutely, he really has been. He is really good at his best, but at his worst, he is terrible. I agree with that. So inconsistent. All right, 1st and 10. Heinicke's in the shotgun. Brown's in motion. Heinicke's looking. He throws it, and it's caught. And I believe that's McLaurin, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's McLaurin with the reception. That should be a first down. It will be a first down. They're at the Giants' 26-yard line right now. If they can keep this going, keep marching another 26 yards. Right now on this drive, 7 plays, 49 yards, 3 minutes and 11 seconds remaining to go. Well, I mean 3 minutes and 3 minutes and 54 seconds here in terms of the time of possession on this drive. All right, 1st and 10 Let's see what Washington's going to do. They're still in the shotgun. Logan Thomas is in motion. Giants, they're bringing pressure. And they throw this ball. It's incomplete. They were aiming for Brown near the sideline. Incomplete. So that's going to be 2nd down and 10 at the Giants' 26-yard line. Again, we've got 9 minutes and 41 seconds remaining to go in the 4th quarter. Heineke, he is 25 of 32 for 218 yards and a touchdown in this one. He's been sacked once, and that was 16 yards that he lost on that one. He's also ran the ball 4 times for 6 yards. All right, 2nd and 10. No backs in the backfield, so you know the Giants are going to want to bring some pressure probably across the middle, I would have to think, on this one. He takes a snap. Giants send 4. He's looking. He's going deep to Brown, and it's incomplete. It just hasn't been there when he's been looking to go deep to Brown tonight. It just hasn't been there. And I believe that was a Dory Jackson on the coverage on the play. 3rd and 10. Big 3rd down. Will they have to settle for another field goal, or can they get the 1st down, or maybe even a touchdown? But 3rd and 10 at the Giants' 26. Let's see what they got in store. They're going to line up in the shotgun. They've got 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Logan Thomas is at the top. He takes a snap. Heineke's looking. He throws it, and it's caught. But he's going to be short of the 1st. And that's Humphreys with the reception. Gain of about 7 yards. So that's going to be 4th and 3. What are we going to do here? And they're going to go for the field goal, it's looking like. As tempting as it is to go for it, it is 3 yards, so I guess the field goal would be the right call. Got to trust that defense that they have to come up and make a play. But first things first, got to make the field goal. 37-yard attempt. Kick is up, and it's good. So the Washington football team makes it a 3-point game. The Giants are up 23-20 right now in the 4th quarter. 8 minutes, 46 seconds remaining to go in the 4th quarter. Again, the Giants are up 23-20 right now. Let's see. The Sports Split says that's fair. He needs to be consistent too. He'll have an incredible throw or run, then follow it up with an overthrow, a wide open receiver. Absolutely. And yeah, that's part of what we're really going to be looking to see this season. Can he continue to be consistent? But right now, with the Giants up 23-20, hey, he's been looking pretty sharp tonight. So we're really get a good look and see how consistent he can be in terms of closing this one out for the Giants. The Sports Split says, yep. Azure Shaki says, Yep, you guys on the same brain wave. Absolutely. Let's see, get through some of these comments while we have a second. Mike says, should Dennis Rodman get a Nobel Peace Prize for showing the world how to have great hair color, or Meta World Peace for bringing world peace? I tell you what, though, Meta World Peace did not bring peace into the stands whenever they got out of the line and fans would call him out or something like that. He is not bringing peace up in the stands for sure. So. And Mike says, time remaining. Yeah, so Mike, right now we've got 8 minutes and 46 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Again, the Giants are up 23-20. And so when we come back from commercial, Washington will be kicking the ball off. And so, guys, make sure anybody that is new to the stream, do subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate all the support, you guys. It really means a lot as I'm getting closer to that 1,000 mark. So definitely, guys, do subscribe to the channel if you enjoy, whether it's sport news, live streams, all that stuff. Definitely, I appreciate you guys so much. And do subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel already. And remember to put thumbs up as well. Let's see. Ajak says that Terry McLaurin is so underrated. Hey, he's from the Ohio State, and that's what we do at the wide receiver position. We produce guys like that. But you're right, though. Like, he really was underrated, especially coming out of the draft, taken in the 3rd round. Absolutely. And so Ajak says JB over Joe Buck. I appreciate it. I know you hear me, if I stutter a little bit, it's because I'm a little tired today, had the gym and all like that, and then work, so – yeah, today I'm definitely a little bit more tired than I probably usually am around this time. I didn't take a nap. So, but yeah, I appreciate it. The Sports Play says, Heineke pulled a Daniel Jones. And so you definitely don't mean that in the best way possible, for sure. But yeah, we're really about to see here, this Giants offense versus the Washington football team defense. Can the Washington football team defense come up big and prevent the Giants from getting points on the board? This is the matchup that we want to see, guys. But before we see that, we're going to see this kickoff by Washington. Let's see if we're going to get a return. All right, so Hopkins kicks it off. No return. So the Giants are going to take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Again, this is the fourth quarter. We've got 8 minutes and 46 seconds remaining to go in this one. Let's see. Ashak says that is big. The Sportsbook says, dang, I should have started Terry this week. I thought James Bradshaw would have had his way with him. I started him, so I'm happy about that. I started him in my fantasy league. I started both him and Gibson, so I'm hoping that Gibson can fall in the end zone at least once in this one. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones, let's see. He's going to be he's up under center right now. Yeah, he's up under center. Barkley in the backfield. Play action fake. He's looking to go deep, and it's caught by Shepard. And that's going to be a solid gain there. I believe that's 21 yards on that reception. So Daniel Jones, 21 of 26, 236 yards, and a touchdown so far in this game. And in terms of at the receiver, Sterling Shepard, that was his 9th catch. He's got 9 catches, 94 yards. And this one, his longest reception, 21 yards. So Daniel Jones is going to line up in the shotgun. 3 guys at the bottom of the screen. Hands it off to Booker. No, that's Barkley. And Barkley with the 8-yard carry on the play. And so sometimes it's hard to see whether it's going to be Booker or Barkley because their numbers are so similar. But yeah, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 at Washington's 47-yard line. So Washington's defense, they're going to have to step up right now. The offense can really use this defense to step up. Meanwhile, the Giants have to keep this ball moving, no penalties. And Jones, he keeps it. And what an excellent decision that was to keep it rather than hand it to the back. And he gained a couple yards on that one. He's still going to be shy of the first if that yellow line is accurate. It's going to be 3rd and 1. So Daniel Jones, he's been a threat in this one when it comes to running the ball. My goodness, 8 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown tonight. That was an excellent decision. He read it. Chase Young made his decision, went after Saquon Barkley, so he pulled it back and was able to get 2 yards off of that play. So this is going to bring up 3rd and 1. Washington's defense versus the Giants offense. I say watch quarterback sneak. They hand it to the up back. 2nd time today they've handed to the up back, and it works once again. That's about probably a 3-yard pickup. They're saying 2 yards by Penny. Again, we've got 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go so far in this fourth quarter. Giants are up 23-20, and they have the football. They're driving right now. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Daniel Jones has it. All right, takes a snap. He's looking. Steps up. He's looking deep. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. He had a man wide open. Darius Slayton was wide open and the ball off his fingertips. That's literally points. Nobody was in his area code. Like the man could have made a sandwich back there, but yet Daniel Jones just a little too much in front of Slayton, but Slayton's got to catch that. He's got to catch that. I don't care. Dive for it or something. You have to catch that. My goodness. How do you miss that? I don't know. It was right there. Wow, that's a big one. If they don't score, we're going to look back at this as the moment where they dropped their opportunity. Meanwhile, 2nd and 10 in the shotgun, hands it to Barkley. Barkley's running. He's tripped up. He gains about a solid 5 yards on the play. Now, how does Darius Slayton not catch that ball? It's beyond me, guys. It's beyond me. Adishak says, good. Let's see. He says that the Washington football team defense got to get a stop. Absolutely. Absolutely. They have got to get a stop right now. You cannot keep asking this offense to score. They need to live up to their reputation. 3rd and 5 is the perfect opportunity to get after Daniel Jones and put him on his butt. I expect to see pressure here. They're looking like they're showing pressure. We've got a guy that moved. We have an offensive lineman for the Giants that moved. And this is going to be Nate Soldier, who actually is going to be called for the penalty. So Nate Soldier with the penalty. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, I saw it. He tried to be smooth with it. 5 minutes and 36 seconds remaining to go in this game. It's 3rd and 10. Giants need to get this first down, whereas the Washington football team even more needs to get a stop. All right, they're in the shotgun. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, Washington making sure that the Giants and the Giants move again. Another penalty. Back-to-back penalty, guys. Wow. That's just a lack of discipline. That's just a lack of discipline. Let's see. And Mike says, hold on. Okay, making sure. Okay, Mike says, remember to tell everyone how you do the top 25 college rankings. Oh, what? Hey, we're not going to mention Ohio State right now. We're not going to do that. Not right now. But, yeah, I mean, both teams have had 9 penalties against them and for similar yardage. So, yeah, both teams just, a lot of mistakes right now. But who's going to win it? Daniel Jones takes a snap, 3rd and 15. He's looking. He has literally all day, so he's going to run. He's tackled. He's probably about a good 4 yards shy of the first down. But, man, he literally had all day back there, which is a little surprising with the defensive line that Washington has. But, yeah, that's going to be 4th and 4. So let's see what they're going to do. They're going to go for the field goal here. And Mike says, I think Snoop is more likely to pass out. Heineken on the field, indeed, on the beach, indeed. Yeah, so this is going to be a 55-yard field goal attempt for the Giants. Kick is up, and it looks like it's right down the pipe. It's good. 55-yarder, no problem. Right down the middle. It is good. Kano with the kick. So the Giants are currently up 26-20. There's 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining to go in the 4th quarter. Washington football team needs to get a touchdown to try to take the lead here. At this point, you have to be thinking touchdown because field goals, you keep trading field goals, somebody's got to score a touchdown. Yeah, let me catch up on some of these comments here. I'm way behind. Yeah, that was a massive drop, like so wide open, like no doubt any of us could have caught that ball and scored. Like that's how open it was. Adeshak said that he choked. He said, great pass, too. It was right on his hand. Like he would not have had to slow down or nothing. Adeshak says, man, Saquon is playing solid. Love to see it. Absolutely. Like, yeah, he's looking really good tonight. Saquon Barkley has 10 carries, 53 yards, averaging 5.3 yards a carry, obviously. So, yeah, he's having a pretty solid night, and this is perfect. They're not asking him to have 20 carries or anything like that. But Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones, 9 carries, 95 yards. He's making some fantasy football owner very happy with that projection if he can only get in the end zone again. But, yeah, absolutely. Ashak says another one. Wow. Wow. Ashak says, I thought he was going to get the first. At first, when he started taking off on that scramble, I thought he was going to get the first as well. I was like, come on, Washington, you can't let that happen. That's one of those drives that you let them get this first. It's pretty much a wrap. Yes, Ashak says, flashback the Giants and Panthers of 2018. Of 2018. And Ashak says, Gano is good. Yeah. He out there balling. I mean, out there balling from 55 yards right down the middle. But, yeah, so the Giants are currently up 26-20 right now. So we're going to have another close finish, guys. Another close finish. And so Mike says, I've got corporate breathing down my neck, so I need to bounce. Hey, Mike, thank you so much for coming through again. And, yeah, so the next stream is going to be Saturday. It's going to be the first game. I'm going to be streaming Michigan State versus Miami in that one. So definitely appreciate it if you stopped. If you can't make it for that one. If not, I see you when I see you, man. But, yeah, you have a great night, man. Enjoy. All right, so we're going to have the kickoff here, and let's see if there's going to be any type of return in this one. Again, it's separated by 6 points, so the Washington football team can take the lead if they can get in the end zone, score a touchdown, and get the extra point. Yep, so there's going to be no return. Let's see. Mike says, however, best call yet, more detailed than ever. Could not get next to a TV, but thanks to your call, I could picture the game. Appreciate you, Mike. Yeah, I really appreciate you, man. Glad I can help out. Appreciate all your support, man. And yeah, definitely, man. Rest up. Tomorrow's Friday, so we're getting ready for the weekend, guys. So we're almost there. Just one more day. One more day. All right, 1st and 10. Heineke, he's going to have the ball taken over. No backs in the backfield right now. They've got 3 guys up top, 2 guys at the bottom of the screen. Take the snap. Heineke's looking. He's looking. He's got time. He throws it, and it's caught by McKissick, and he's running on the sideline. My goodness. And he's going to take that ball all the way to the Giants' 19. My goodness. Wow. I wonder how many fantasy points he's got right now. He's got a rushing touchdown. He's got that large play. I mean, who would have saw this coming? My goodness. My goodness. So he put a double move on with the running back. That's nice. Heineke with the big play. Let's see. Adishak says, surprisingly good game so far. Absolutely. Let's see. Heineke's in the shotgun. They've got Gibson in the backfield. 2 receivers up top. He's looking. He's looking. He throws it deep in the end zone. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. And that is Ricky Seals-Jones with the touchdown. He came through. And Heineke with the big touchdown. And we're tied 26 apiece. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to take a look at this one and see if he for sure caught it in bounds. But on first glance, that looked like a touchdown. And we still got 4 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in this one. But yeah, this was a big-time free agent acquisition. Well, this was a apparently now big-time free agent acquisition that they picked up in the offseason. I remember covering that video. And, man, to see it all come out here, can they make the extra point and take the lead? Washington football team needs this extra point to take the lead. You got to hit it. Kick is up. And it is good. A little too close for my liking, but it is good. And so the Washington football team is up 27-26, guys, with 4 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the game. And so now it's going to be up to the defense to hold it for him. Let's see. Adishak says JD is really underrated. Great backup running back for Washington. He was a really great pass catcher for them last season. And, hey, he is again for them this year because that was one heck of a play. And you know what? Hats off to the offensive coordinator because he did a great job of dialing up that play in the perfect situation to where it provided the spark that they needed to get in the end zone. But what a play. What a drive. And this is why I have been saying that Taylor Heineke is in position that he can definitely win this quarterback job for good by the time that Ryan Fitzpatrick come back because they can keep him for the future. So if he gets going, they're going to want to keep that going for sure. Let's see. Ashak says, hey, Ricky Seals-Jones, former Brown. That's right, the former Cleveland Brown. Absolutely. So Heineke coming up big with the touchdown. He's looking at his stats. He's 28 of 36 for 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to no interceptions. Those are numbers that can win you a starting job. Believe me when I tell you, if he can be consistent and keep this up, he can get a starting job. I mean, Terry McLaurin's got 10 receptions, 101 yards, and a touchdown. Big night for him. So, yeah, absolutely. So Washington is fired up right now. I just wish that my man Gibson could have gotten some of these, points as well to help my fantasy team out just that much more. Yeah, I'm going to need Gibson to get in the end zone in this one for my fantasy team purposes. So if they get the ball back, I need him to find a way to fall in the end zone. But Daniel Jones in the shotgun. 2 receivers up top at the 25-yard line. Let's see if Washington defense can get a stop here, or can the Giants get this? They send pressure up the middle. Daniel Jones is able to throw it. Incomplete. Intended for Kenny Golladay, but great coverage by Jackson III to break that one up. Let's see. Adishak says, what a wild journey for Taylor. All right, so Jones is in the shotgun. 2 receivers up top. Jones takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught. Another completion there across the middle. And that's Kyle Rudolph with the reception there. So Kyle Rudolph with the reception, and that's going to be a first down. All right, 1st and 10. Daniel Jones in the shotgun again. Hands it off to Barkley. Barkley's looking, and yeah, they gobble him up, and that's just going to be a gain of maybe a yard on the play. And yes, what a wild journey it has been for Taylor to make it this far and be in this situation. Absolutely. 2nd and 10. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's looking. He throws. And that's incomplete. Yep, that's incomplete. He was aiming for Darius Slayton on that one. Oh, yeah, what a play. Absolutely. I totally agree. That was tremendous coverage on that play. He was ready for it. All right, 3rd and 10. Can the Washington football team defense come through for this one? I think they're going to have to get some type of pressure. I know that they're not going to send a lot of guys, but the guys they are sending are going to have to get in his face and not give him all day. He throws it. I don't know. That looked like it was out of bounds at first glance. Yep, that's going to be 4th down. Yeah, he tried to drag his feet, but he just couldn't do it. Oh, man, just out of his reach. They say football is a game of inches, folks. And so, yeah, just out of his reach. So they're going to have to punt the ball. Absolutely, out of bounds. And so now after the punt, no return there. So the Washington football team is going to take over at about the 13-yard line. I'm sorry, about the 8-yard line. What a game this has been, folks. What a game this has been. And this is exactly what I anticipated. And Adishak says, wow, what a punt. Oh, yeah, give these punters credit. Give these punters credit. So now, hopefully, the Washington football team can run the ball with Gibson. Up and Golladay, he looks a little heated on the sideline. Heineke hands it off. Guess Gibson with the carry. Keep running. That's a first down. Do it for my fantasy team. And that's going to be a first down. I need more of that from Gibson. I need Gibson to have like a long burst for a touchdown. That would just make my night. All right, let's see. 1st and 10. Come on, now's the time to keep feeding Gibson and get this man some yards. All right, he gains maybe about 4 yards on the play. They're saying 3. Giants call their first timeout. Yeah, so the Giants called a timeout there. So we're going to have a break here. Again, that's 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Washington football team currently up 27-26. So this is going to be pivotal. They're going to have to get some first downs here to run out the clock. And the Giants, they're already burning timeouts here. Heineke in the shotgun. Humphrey's in motion. He's looking to pass, and it's picked off. My goodness. They should never have passed the ball. All they had to do is just continue to run the ball. And my goodness, the first real turnover of the game. Wow. What a play by the Giants defense on that one. All they had to do was just keep running the ball. They refused to give the ball to my guy Gibson the way that they needed to. And ultimately, they're going to look back at this and realize that that's what cost them. Like, all they had to really do is just keep running the ball, keep forcing the burn timeouts. So now the Giants have it. They've got a lot of guys up front, one back in the backfield. They give it to Barkley, gains about a yard. So now Washington's the team that's going to be burning timeouts to try to keep some time on the clock. Oh man, talk about decisions. I mean, sometimes you just gotta run the ball. You just gotta run the ball. I know it seems like in today's NFL, everybody wants to keep passing it, but that's a situation where you have to keep running the ball. You have to, especially when you got a backup quarterback that's still feeling his way through it. I feel like you had to keep running the ball in that situation. 2nd down and 9. Let's see what the Giants called here. They give it to the back again. That's Barkley, gain of about maybe 2 yards. So Washington's going to burn yet another timeout here. So they're going to have to make a stop here, guys. They're going to have to make a stop here and try to leave themselves some time in case they need to hit a game-winning field goal. Two minutes and 9 seconds remaining. 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down here. Can the Washington football team make a stop here, or will the Giants get a first down? They're coming after him. He throws it quickly, and that's incomplete. Incomplete. So now that stops it with 2 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. As Shaq says, you have to catch that. Absolutely. So now we're going to see the field goal attempt. This should be an easy one for him. 35 yards should be easy. Kick is up, and it's good. It's good. He's out there hitting them. Oh, wow. Kicker getting knocked down. Yeah, 5 of 5. I mean, what a night. What a night. So they've got 2 minutes to try to make something happen. And Heineke, he wants to lead a game-winning drive so bad to make up for the mistake. But I blame the coaching staff. You never should have put him in a position like that to pass the ball in that scenario. Got to run the ball. You just gained 3 yards on first down. Got to keep trying to run. I feel like they didn't try to run enough with Gibson in this one. Let's see. Ajacek says that Taylor's going to lead another clutch drive. We're about to find out because all he needs is a field goal. And there's 2 minutes, 1 timeout, so perfect amount of time on the clock. You want to make sure you score, but don't leave the Giants any room to try to score as well. But right now, it's just about scoring right now. Kicks it off. All right, and that's in the end zone. So you had a Washington football team with 2 minutes to go in this one, 29-27. They need a field goal to win. They've got to score something. They have to score something if they want to win this game. All right, let's see what's in store. So Heineke has the ball, no backs in the backfield, 5 wide at the 25. Heineke's looking. He throws it quick. McKissick and I said McKissick. And McKissick with the reception. It's a gain of about 2 yards. Let's see, out the shotgun, he's looking. He throws it. Ball tipped. Incomplete. Got to be careful with these. Come on, Heineke, this is huge. No one wants to start off 0-2. All right, 3rd and 8. Very, very important 3rd down here, but you have to think it's 4th down territory for the Washington football team either way. But let's see if they can get it on 3rd and 8. Takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. And McKissick with the reception, about yard shy. All right, it's 4th down. Shotgun again. Takes a snap. And McKissick with the 1st down, about a 4-yard carry. My goodness, I'm starting to think I grabbed the wrong running back, folks. McKissick in the backfield. Taylor's looking. He throws it. Logan Thomas with the reception. All right, that's 2nd and 1. Shotgun formations. He's looking. They're going to stop it. Flag on the play. Remember, there's 36 seconds remaining in this game. Oh, come on. You got to be more disciplined than that. You can't be having these situations. All right, 1st and 10, guys. Let's see what's going to happen here. They've got the ball at the Giants 48. Ashak says, wow, this is a great game. Yeah, it really is. I told Mike it was going to be one. Washington takes a snap. They're looking at another stoppage. Come on, man. All right, so the Giants burn a timeout there. So, yeah, so the Washington football team at least would like to get it at least to the 38-yard line, so at least another 10 yards, but obviously closer than that. But they cannot have penalties right now. Everyone has got to be, like, mentally sharp right now. Heineke's in the shotgun. Brown's in motion. 2 receivers up top. Take, he's looking. He throws it. Incomplete. And McKissick was the intended target, but incomplete. Unable to make the play. Second and 10. 2 receivers up top. 1 at the bottom. Well, 2 at the bottom. Heineke's looking. Throws it to Brown. That's completed. All right, so they're going to use the timeout. This sets up a very interesting situation with no timeouts, 27 seconds, and you got to have enough time. Well, 28 seconds, and you got to have enough time to bring the field goal unit out there. All right, guys, 3rd and 5. And another timeout taken. All right, so no team has any timeouts remaining now. So it's all going to come down to clock management for the Washington football team, being able to get some yards, but being able to get out of bounds after getting those yards. So you know they're going to be targeting the sidelines. If they do go across the middle, they're going to have to make sure they get the first so that way they can still spike it. Otherwise, if they're short of the first, they won't be able to spike it, and that clock's going to keep running. So they may have to rush the field goal unit out there, and you really don't want that to happen. Humphreys in motion at the bottom. Heineke takes it. He's looking. He throws it. It's complete. And he gets out of bounds. Humphreys with the big play. Big play. Smart play. Got the first down and got out of bounds. Absolutely. To have the state of mind to pick up the first and also keep trucking until you get out of bounds. All right, they're in the shotgun. McLaurin's at the bottom of the screen. 3 receivers up top. Washington's looking. Throw it to McLaurin, and it's caught. All right, they're about to clock it. They have to clock it. And they want to review the catch. I mean, what's there to review? It looks like a pure catch to me, unless there's something I'm not seeing. Yeah, that was easy. All right, guys, 2nd and 4. They're at the 30-yard line. Heineke takes it and he clocks it. So they've got 5 seconds on the clock, guys. 5 seconds. So you know what time it is. It's time to bring out the kicker for the game winner. There's no timeout, so he doesn't have to worry about the other team trying to ice him or anything like that. It's going to be just pure lineup. And if he makes it, the Washington football team wins. If he misses it, then the Giants win. It all comes down to this. Someone's going to go down 0-2 tonight, and someone's going to get their first win of the season. What's going to happen? Kick is up. Oh, my goodness. He missed it. He missed it. He missed it. There's a flag, though. There's a penalty. There is hope. And Ashek says, no good. But there is penalty. Man, there's a penalty, and talk about this. Ashek says that Hopkins, he choked. That may be so, but he's going to get a chance at redemption. Wow, he literally could have cost this team the game. All right, let's see. 43 yards. The redemption kick. It's up. Oh, my goodness. It's in. It's in. I thought it was about to curve out again, but it went in. It is good. Wow. Yes, what a finish. The Washington football team. They pulled it off. They were able to win 30-29. It looked like they had lost, but once again, we saw it looked like a team lost, but they didn't. The Washington football team was granted another opportunity thanks to an ill-advised mistake by the Giants on that one. And man, did that hurt. Trying to make a play and it cost your team the game. But he made it. He made it. Absolutely. Giants choked so hard. They cost themselves this game. They really cost themselves this game. But congratulations to Heineke and the Washington football team on getting their first win of the season against their division rival, the New York Football Giants. That's a big one. Mike's not going to like this. But yeah, so what a game. What a game. Wow. Absolutely. So what a day. I mean, Taylor Heineke, 34-46, 336 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. My goodness. What a game. These are the games you got to win. But that's the final score. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Definitely feeling a little tired at the moment. But, yeah, appreciate you for coming through. And so anybody that is watching, if you're watching the stream and you haven't subscribed, do press that subscribe button for sure, as we'll be doing this again come Saturday, for college football. But yeah, absolutely, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming. Gonna go ahead and end the stream though. But yeah, see you guys next time.